Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm trying to see who up, child. I'm trying to see who's up. You know, I love a good late night. Love a good late night. I was gonna get on earlier, actually. That was the plan. And then I started working again. And I lost track of time. But I'm here now. I'm ready to gossip now. I am. How y'all is? How is everybody doing? I'm so glad to see y'all. What? Jay, I say I like a late night too. Ain't nothing wrong with old late night. Johnny Taylor said if it's all night, it's all right. That's what Johnny Taylor said. He said if it's all night, it's all right. Some of y'all old enough to know what I'm talking about. Let me greet everybody and let's get this thing going. Y'all make sure anybody I don't greet that y'all greet. We should be pretty cool. It's late night. We cruising. A lot of the real sensitive people going to bed. And I like it like that. Hey, Bianca, how you doing, beautiful? Nacho Twins mama is out the bed. Okay. All right. We got Queen Mermaid out the bed. Okay. Quiet Storm 87 is out the bed. Let's see who else out the bed. Yolanda Franklin. Hey, boo. We miss you. She out the bed. Okay. Miss MO1 is out the bed. What's going on? Terrell Staley, how you doing? You out the bed? Okay. Happy to be happy is out the bed. Okay, Katie Jones. What's up, Ladybug? We glad to see you with your beautiful self. We enjoyed you at the party last night. She out the bed, y'all. J.I. out the bed. Say he like them late nights. I know that's right. Yeah. Okay. You out the bed too? What? Sin City from NOLA is out the bed. Okay. Now we on to something. Hey, Vet, all the way from England. I know y'all time is different, so it makes sense that you out the bed. Okay, but everybody is at the bed. Everybody is at the bed. I love it like that. We got Lala Chanel. Hey, baby sis, what's happening? What's happening? I'm so glad to see y'all. Listen, first off, baby girl had homecoming tonight. She was so cute. Oh my gosh. So those of y'all who are in Discord got to see a picture of little Miss Thing on her way to homecoming. And she was adorable. I mean, pure adorable. So cute for no reason. Just cute for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So that was a lot of fun. It wasn't fun getting her ready, but y'all know I had to do what I had to do. You know, y'all know me. I got to do what I got to do. So we got her ready. I got her ready. Did my work. Hey, Debbie Parnell, how you doing? She out the bed, y'all. This is the late night crew. So we got her ready, child. Got her on the go. Got her on the move. She went and had fun. She come back, y'all, with her high heels in her hand, talking about she had to get sturdy. I said, the hell, you what is sturdy? And something about a stiff hip. I said, what is a stiff hip? I said, that's what I get from sitting in the car too long. Okay. Hey, Charlene. Ooh, them neighbors getting on your nerves. That's right. We finna gossip, Charlene. Don't even worry, girl. We gonna distract you from them people. I promise you that. We gonna distract you from them people because they real aggravating. I already know. I already know. So listen, so we gonna have us a little laugh because I got some predictions when it come to RHOP, and we got to talk about why the hell Gizelle still lying. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm like exhausted. The Walking Dead tired of Gizelle with this stuff. Like at this point, baby, if you ain't got no storyline, just say that. Walk out there from the rip and say I ain't got no storyline, and call it a day because apparently this is just what we're doing. This is just what we're doing. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I feel like it ain't gonna go like she wanted to go this time. Y'all know Mia is ignorant and childish and a drama queen. And I think Gizelle might have met somebody just as ignorant as and foolish as her. I don't know how this gonna go, but it does not bode well. Hey DV, what's happening? Good to see you. You at the bed too. Yeah, Yolanda, I'm telling you, this about to be foolish. This about to be foolish. And then the other thing we have to talk about, which I don't even know how I feel about it, but I got to get it off my chest. It's the most stuff with Larry Reid and Bishop Whitehead. And we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about that too. First of all, we got to talk about what's going on with some of these church people. And I'm not talking about Christians. I love Christians, but we're going to talk about them church people tonight because this mess has gotten completely out of control. And I got something to say. And I don't know whether anybody gonna throw rocks at me, but y'all know I will dodge. I will duck and dodge your rocks. But some of this stuff, it just it's getting to be too much. So we're gonna talk about that too. Hey Sharon Fauna, what you say, Yolanda? You say so you guess it's gonna be the battle between Gizelle and Mia. Ain't no telling who all gonna be battling really. Hey C Mays, good morning. You out the bed. Okay, Sharon phone out the bed. So listen, first off with Gizelle and them. So I seen the sneak peek of for I think this is for Sunday's episode. So y'all know RHOP will be coming back on Sunday, which I'm very excited about if I'm gonna be honest, because we suffered through RHOA. And let me say this before we get too deep into RHOP. Now we suffered through RHOA, and oh my gosh, it's Legina the Jackson. Girl, where you been? It's so good to see you. Hey Rochelle, you out the bed too? Okay. So listen. So we suffered through it, but let's talk about this RHOA situation. Hey SFF, what's happening? So listen, listen. So apparently they done already started filming for RHOA. They've already started filming. You know what? I think the clip is up here so we can see it because it's not a Bravo clip, so we should be able to play it. Honey, they done already started filming for RHOA. Candy up here trying to fight somebody at Sonya and Aaron birthday party that she's to, Sonya's to a birthday party for her husband, the Great Gatsby theme, like we did last night, for our masquerade ball. So that's the theme she doing for her husband party. Hey, Pinky in the Brain. And so they at the party, somebody done said something, child. It looked like Candy was trying to fight somebody. I say, this is too much. This is too much. So they done already started, and I feel like, if you ask me, I feel like it's staged. I feel like it's staged, it's phony, and I think they doing that to try to make us think they got a season. Remember, they did this to us last year. Oh, it's gonna be a good season. It don't matter if Portia and Cynthia not there. Hell, we know it don't matter if Cynthia not there. Cynthia don't bring nothing. But you remember that. Oh, it's gonna be a great season. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. They told us every lie in the book. Hey, M. Jones. All right. Well, I'm glad you out the bed, child. So they told us every line in the book, had us thinking, well, not really me, because I knew better. I knew they was pump faking. That I knew. However, here we go again with the bull crap. Here we go again with the bull crap. So it's this site called Housewives of ATL on Instagram. And I guess somebody had it there first. And this went up this evening. Here you go. So anyway, they put it up this evening. They had quite a few shots from this party where that Sonya did for her husband. And it looked like some stuff went on at this party, child. Some stuff went on, and these is not Bravo clips. So, I feel a little bit better. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out. Yeah, last season was a sin and a disgrace, is what it was. You ain't see it, Legina? Don't worry, you finna right now, because we finna look at it together. I'm just so glad it ain't a Bravo clip so we can actually see what's on here. Now, the question is going to be, is Bravo going to show it? Now, that's going to be the question. Will Bravo show it? So, this is what the buzz is about tonight. So, you see Candy here in front of Todd. She arguing with this woman that's standing behind him. Okay, I'm going to let it play again. Y'all pay attention. You see this chick? She got the little rhinestone choker on. And Candy done tried to hand her purse to Todd and trying to get round Todd to get to this lady. She trying to get over there. I don't know what the lady was saying to her, whatever. I guess she want to argue or something. I don't know if it's somebody that's a friend of the show or just somebody that was at this party. Whatever's going on, child, it looks like Candy trying to get spicy with him or whatever like that. I don't know if Candy can even fight. So this is interesting. This is very interesting, y'all, but this is what is indeed going on over there. So we'll see. That's all I can say, because they done promised us before and then turn around and didn't provide nothing. So this would not be the first time. Y'all, please hit that like button as you come in. Thumbs up, please. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. There's some more stuff going on too. We just ain't seen all the particulars from this party, of course, because the season ain't out. So I guess we'll find out what happens later. At this point, my biggest question is, what actually will production be showing us? So this was the first day of shooting, and already it's a mess. So God only knows. God only knows. But listen, over here to RHOP, because they started on Sunday. And so they teaser them went out. And what we saw in the teaser was Karen and Gizelle there, and they talking to Mia. So Gizelle wanted to talk trash about Mia making that post. Y'all remember this was a couple months back. Remember she put that post up, well, like way back actually, when Mia put the post up, kind of saying like she thought she had cancer or that she had cancer or whatever like that. And then she had to take it down. And some people did accuse her of attention seeking. I didn't really know what to make of it, if I'm gonna tell the truth. And y'all please like this video, thumbs up, thumbs up. And so with that being said, I'm sitting there like, okay, but how is that Gizelle business? That's the part that ain't make no sense to me. How is that Gizelle business? So when Mia gets there, she gonna ask Gizelle, asked Karen, did you talk to her about her social media? And she said, I told her that you had questions about it. And it was, to me, I felt like it wasn't nothing wrong with that. Let her know that they got questions. So the part that got me was she was like, well, you said you thought, and Karen stopped her and was like, I ain't said that. So it really kind of got me, because I'm like, so Gizelle, you really sitting up here trying to lie on this lady? Are you really trying to lie on Karen? Are you really doing that? And clearly she was. Y'all, production is gonna be back up to their same old tricks. So apparently what we kept seeing last season over there with RHOA is exactly what they finna do with RHOP. So I guess you could tell these were RHOP producers, because as quick as Gizelle told that lie, production actually flashed and showed what Karen actually said, which was nothing at all like what Gizelle said. So Gizelle up there lying on this lady. Her and Mia get into it. She telling her, oh, this is what you said, and then you changed it. And so the girl was like, hey, this is what they called me and said. And I actually, and y'all know I don't really cut for Mia, because Mia be lying too. But I actually believe her with what she was saying. And I think, like, even if she didn't get it right, I honestly believe in my heart, whatever they call and said to Mia, she really believed that she had that, cancer. Like, people be scared of cancer. Even if people say we suspected, a lot of people panic and they go all the way off the deep end. And if I'm going to be honest, I think that's what happened with Mia. I think they mentioned it, just a mere mention of it. She went off the deep end, she panicked, and then she went doing what people do these days, which is just posting stuff. Everybody goes straight to social media. And it's not just her. Hey, Maybelline. Yeah, Gizelle always been messy, but it's like now you lying on Karen with her standing there like, okay, girl, just let me lie on you. No, you said what you said. You need to stand on it. Okay, I don't care how big Mia feet is, stand on it. Okay, she ain't gonna step on you, stand on it. You know, right? So you agree with me? I'm gonna just keep running the stream yard in the chat in case y'all want to holler at me since it's late night. We could talk. Bianca, you need to grab this thing because I need to pick your brain too. One, I need to understand about this 30 situation. We're gonna talk about that too because I don't understand it. But anyway, so that went on, and so basically she was saying that that's what she thought. Hey, Marsha, how you doing, boo? Hey, sunshine, sunshine, my boo out the bed. I know that's right. So listen, right? She got nervous. That's exactly what I think, Lala. I think she got nervous and she jumped to a conclusion and went straight to social media because that's what they do best. They get scared, run to social media. Straight up. Hi, Fatia. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. Yolanda said, I was nervous from a biopsy I had back in November 2020. So I understand. Thank God my results were benign, no signs of cancer. It's true. It's true. And that's the thing. So it was like, I bet. And so the girl was like, I went through so much. And she was like, when I post, I had a reason for it. And she's like, well, what was the reason? Like the girl got to check in and get her permission to post on social media. Gizelle, madam. Hey, African Violet. What's up, girl? I'm sitting there like, you got to be kidding me. Like, basically, you was going to try to shine on her and embarrass her. You tried to get Karen, Karen, to back you up on some bull crap. It didn't work out. And so now you basically trying to find a way to make it her fault that you wanted to attack her for posting what she felt on social media. Whether she had it right or whether she had it wrong, it was her body, her diagnosis, her doctor, her situation. Either you wanted to be supportive of that girl at that time or you didn't. And guess what? If you didn't, it's not against the law. It's nothing that says you have to be supportive of anybody. But I didn't, I'm like, okay, so we about to get like nasty Gizelle turned up to the 10th power. So I said, okay, let me take score. So she already, we already done got the sneak peek and the tease that she about to try to mess with Candace about her husband. Talking about, I think he was trying to try me because he wanted a sneaky link. Then apparently she had something to say on social media, basically saying that Candace was ungrateful because she was Team Candace during the Candace and Monique situation. And in reality, Gizelle is a liar. She was never Team Candace. What she was Team I don't like Monique. Monique could have went up against the Incredible Hulk. She'd have took his side. Monique could have went up against Donald J. Trump. Gizelle would have took his side. All it had to do was beat anybody against Monique, and that's whose side she was gonna be on. It was not if she was really pro Candace. You know what I'm saying? She lied too much. Gizelle is too much for me, but normally those are the kind of lies she tells, stuff where she's trying to like make herself look good. But this mess she just pulled with Karen, I was like, mm-mm. So I said, okay, you back and forth with Candace. You going through it with Candace because you want to try to pretend her husband wants you, and it's like, Gizelle, stop it. Your husband didn't even want you. So stop that. Ain't nobody chasing you, girl. Them old cookies, they old. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not clowning because, I'm old too. It is what it is. Yeah, hold on one second. Okay, my bad. So anyway, it's just the fact of like she picking fights with everybody now. And that's what it's looking like. Like she ain't got nothing else to do. She just picking fights. Because her going after people, marriages, that ain't even new for her. Like it's real stale. Wicked 548, what's up? Say, yep, you start making sure your stuff is in order. Yeah. If you start, you know what I'm saying? If you get news like that, that's normal. Yeah, Chris ain't studying that. Come on now. I could even see her trying to sell us that story if she had a bunch of money. That girl is out there living in that big barn in the woods. Regina say Gizelle do think every man want her. Only in her fantasy, when she steps outside of the confines of her brain, she see that ain't nobody running behind her. She see that. Them days is long since over. Now, when Gizelle was younger and fresh, and people, it wasn't that many people that knew about her mouth and her attitude. She had a better chance. Mm-mm. What's going on with Lala? Wait a minute, what am I missing? Is Lala pregnant and she had it? What y'all got going on? I'm watching, I'm being all the way nosy. I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Do we have a baby? What's going on? Okay, hey Snow White. Say, why is Giselle so nasty like that? After Monique read her at the reunion, I was just like, ooh. But Andy likes Giselle. What is she bringing to the show? Nothing. She the henchman. She the henchman. Now, this is the thing with that Peter situation. She swear up and down she not. Then she was on social media, I guess interviewing with somebody, and she was claiming that somebody put the story out about her and Peter to deflect because somebody else is messing with Peter. I don't believe nobody else on that cast is messing with Peter. First of all, I don't believe Robin messing with him. I'm not sure Robin even messing with Juan. Okay, that's number one. Number two, number two, I definitely do not believe that Karen is up there messing with Peter because Karen like money. I'm not saying Peter ain't got no money, but I don't think Peter got the kind of money Karen like. Number three, Ashley Darby for Crap Show ain't messing with no Peter because we know her flavor and that ain't it. She like them pale with liver spots. And we can't say that it's Wendy because I think Wendy is so in love with her husband, she got cataracts. Remember that lady said she thought he looked like Idris Elba, and we all know he don't. So who the hell would it be if not her? Who could she throw that off on? Gizelle need to stop. Y'all can say, right, I said the same thing, Big Sis. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm looking at your twins, mom. I thought she done slipped the baby past me. You say not yet. Oh, okay, I was sure looking. I was like, wait. Did I miss something? Are there children? Did someone mention children? Okay, y'all know I get excited. My ears perk up. Like, are there babies? Who has babies? But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Now, something else that I did hear, I heard that Wendy Ostefo is supposed to be teaming up with Peter to open up like some kind of like Nigerian spot, like a bar or something like that. And I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be a cool storyline and everything. I want Giselle to get one. Well, she got to have cataracts if she's saying Eddie looked like Idris. Now, I'm not mad at her for having them. She love that man. That's what I'm saying. She love him so much her eyes don't work. Okay. Now y'all know y'all done love the man so much your eyes didn't work. Don't act like it's just me. Everybody done had one man that you loved, and then as soon as the love wore off, you was like, what the hell was I smoking? Snow White say they are saying on social that Cynthia gave Giselle permission to date him, but but they aren't even married. So right, but that's what they're saying. I think Giselle is the one that kind of said that, but then she still doubled down and said she wasn't going with that man. So for me, I'm gonna take a word for it if that's what she say until we see something different, until we see some evidence or something that points in that direction. Okay. Quiet Storm say I saw something that made it look like Peter was with Shay Johnson. Well, Shay was at his birthday party, but I don't know if Peter would go with Shay. I don't know. He might. He might like them kind of girls. Shay is a certain type of girl now. She is. Patricia Walking, what's up, girl? How you doing, Miss Tampa? Yep. Again, no storyline for Gizelle. Not a one. Not a one. So what she gonna do is attack people, attack marriages, and look bitter. That's all she gonna do. But I do appreciate the fact that she did go ahead and pull her photo. She did pull her neck up, and I appreciate that. Mississippi, Mississippi sister Rivera Jackson in the now. Well, how you doing? You got a long name. Well, welcome. Nacho Twins mama say Shay stacked, and we know Peter likes a high booty. He does like a high booty from what I heard. I did hear that Peter likes the high booty. Now, I don't know if that's real, but I did hear that Peter likes the old high booty. Shout out to all the girls with high pockets. Shout out to all the girls with high pockets. Baby, I'm good. I'm tired, but I felt like gossiping. So I'm up in here with everybody. Sunshine say agrees, Snow White. Honestly, I'm confused on all the storylines at this point. See, I'm keeping them straight. I'm keeping them straight. I'm keeping them straight because it's a lot of moving parts. Plus, I want to see what's going on. Oh, I know what else we got to talk about. So the other part, did y'all get a chance to see the clip with Ashley Darby sitting up there talking with her mama and her uncle, and they plotting on the money she gonna get from her husband? I say this right here is about to be a season. This is about to be a season. RHOA gave us absolutely nothing, but this is about to be a season. Because clearly, what's going on with RHOA is garbage. RHOP about to give us a real season, honey. Snow White say, and Andy can see this like, so why keep her on the darn show? Because she's the henchman. That's the same reason. Like people kept saying, "Oh, they need to get rid of Marlo. They shouldn't have gave her no peach." Marlo got brought in to do the same dirty work that Gizelle does. That's what she there for, to do the dirty work. Again, all of them. Ashley was all about money the whole time, as she should have been. Amen. Let the church say amen. Let them say amen. You say, yep. I was like, yep. J.I. say Ashley finally acting black and getting that money. That's my girl. But this the thing, J.I. So I'm sitting there, right? She about her money, but I'm watching her mama and her uncle. They darn near drooling and foaming at the mouth, trying to figure out like how much. Well, how much money do Michael have? I mean, how much is he gonna give you? What about the house y'all getting? It's in your name or his name? And it was just the way they were talking and acting like hungry gremlins. And I'm sitting there like, y'all are sick in the head. She the one had to sit up there and let a corpse crawl on top of her and mount her. And now that she done finally got up out of it with no prenup and she can technically take half, y'all up here, rubbing y'all fingers together trying to count up which part you gonna get. I just find that disgusting. And if I was her, I might do a little something for my mama, but I wouldn't do nothing for the uncle. And mama would get something done for her, and I would not put no money in her hand. Because I'm sorry, low key, y'all, I feel like Ashley mama be trying to pimp her out. Sunshine say RHOA is like they just continue to make up things to keep the show going. Shaking my head. They need to take notes from RHOP. They tell all their business. They do. They do. SFL say Ashley should have been all about the money when it comes to Benjamin Button. Yes, she should have been. Not predators and scavengers. Oh my. Yolanda said, well, she agreed to mate with Freddy Krueger. She did. And she got ATM and Moneybag Yo, and she will never be broke again. Clearly. Snow White said, oh, why should Ashley been there for the money? I'm glad we all see the same thing on TV. She was trying to cash in, and she did. And she was smart by having 2 kids. You got darn right. The only thing she could have did better was to have 3. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. All these women up here agreeing that it's better to go marry somebody and try to like sell half your food stamps to survive. And Ashley said, hell to the no. If I gotta mess with a disgusting man, it needs to at least be 4 feet. And I respect it and I support that message. I say, remember the mom was living under the bridge doing drugs. Mom was plotting for this day for some time. She sure was. Okay, J.I., you remember when she had a fit because Michael had cut off her allowance, so he wasn't giving her no money and stuff. And I was sitting there like, girl, you're not married to that man, your daughter is. And you having a fit like you're entitled to this man's money. They are really disgusting. And it's like her mama don't have no shame. That lady don't have no shame, no scruples, no pride, no dignity. She has no boundaries, no morals. Like she's just disgusting. And y'all know that's hard for me to say because most of the mamas I like, even when I don't like their daughters, I like the mamas. You know what? Come to think of it, Ashley might have the first mama I don't like. Let me try to go through the line and count it up. Now I can't stand Candy, but I love Mama Joyce. Candace on Potomac get on my last good nerve most times, but I love Mama Dorothy. Okay, who else got a mama? No, I think I like Drew mama, even though I don't really care for Drew. Sonia's mama. Okay, no, she not the first because I don't like Sonya mama either. But I will say this: I did dislike Ashley's mama's first. Yeah, the way too thirsty. Wait, and it was disgusting. Okay, girl. Hey, Velda, you up late? You out the bed? Yeah, she was under the bridge smoking on that crack rock. Remember that song, Your Mama on Crack Rock? No, she ain't. Yeah, that was Ashley mama. SFL said, I hope Ashley put a paper bag over Benjamin Button, Freddy Krueger face when she laid down with him. No, if she didn't, then she could get hazard pay. Not your twins mama say, baby, that lady was living in a van down by the river. Oh, yes. She was down by the river, okay? Down by the goddamn river. And now she feel like, ooh, I done sold my baby to the crypt keeper. Now that she leaving, we finna get half. And if Ashley is smart, we wouldn't get a goddamn thing because when Ashley had to lay up there and let that corpse crawl up on top of her, I can't even imagine what that bedroom must have smelled like. You wasn't there helping her do nothing. You didn't help her lay down, bend over, on the knees. You ain't help her do none of that filth. You didn't help her have to when she had to wake up and roll over and see that. She had to roll over and see that, not you. So ain't no well we got a payday. We ain't get a goddamn thing. Okay. Charlene says, Shanitra, you forgot to add very to disgusting for Ashley's mama. You right. Very disgusting. You show right. You show right. Yeah, she say down by the river. What I do this time? You know what? What is my phone? I know how to fix me up. Where is my phone? Where is my phone? No, I'm asking y'all, where did I put my phone? Let me stop being goofy. Lala say Ashley had to put up with a lot from Smeagol. She deserves all that inheritance. She sure do. She the one had to look at the precious every day. Nacho twins mama say I'm headed to the bushes about to lay down and listen to the gossip. I ain't mad at you, girl. Snow White say, don't forget everyone to like this video. That's right, y'all. Like this video. Please. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Pretty please. But nah, man, I don't know. The way they're handling that girl, and I'm gonna say this too. I feel like Ashley getting smarter. Ashley getting smart enough to not tell them all her business. And I think I like that. Hey, Miss Gigi, what's up? All right. Well, I'm glad you up. I'm surprised you at the bed, but I'm glad you up. I am. I am. Oh no. Bianca, check your phone. That's what you do. Check your phone. So, so anyway, that's that on that. Let me see what else we done missed over the last few days. Cause it's late night. I can talk about what I want to tonight. Um, what else going on? Oh, oh, Legina the Jackson. Thank you so much for the super sticker, boo. I appreciate the support. I swear I do. I don't see much support. I'd be happy to see a little support. Charlene say, isn't Ashley's mom with a dustish male creature? Of course she is. Of course she is. Her daughter was smart enough to screw up and she just screwing around. And it's ridiculous. In the meanwhile, instead of her trying to improve her position, her pole position, she's sitting up here trying to live off her daughter's misery. You don't know what that girl went through in the hands of that goddamn zombie. Lala say, yep, like the video. We at the bed on a late night. There's nothing wrong with a thumbs up. Tell them again. Hit it. For real, man. Help us out with that like button. So listen. Now, I know y'all be over there watching Married to Medicare. I don't fool with them tramps. Y'all know I don't like them. I don't do them. But I got to mention something because I saw a clip, and that's really all I'm ever going to see of these women is a clip. So the original Smeagol, Quad, okay? The same one They tried to smear Mariah, telling lies on her, talking about the lady was using cocaine, and the poor woman went and got the polygraph and a drug test, and her, Jackie, and the rest of them pretending like, well, I don't want to see it. I don't want to read it. It might not be accurate. It might not be this. It might not be that. Y'all, I just want y'all to know. There go my little sister. Hey, Bookie.
Hey, hey.
So Child Quad is at it again, apparently. Just like she lied on Mariah. Now she up there lying on Toya talking about she had somebody to break in that lady house. And I'm just sitting there like, you pull that all the way out your plastic behind. Quad is disgusting. And I'm sitting there like, I believe at this point, I believe she a henchman. Because you're not married. You ain't got nothing to do with medicine. You're just there. And in the meanwhile, you up here lying on folks, and it's like it seems real targeted who she lying on. Last time they had you lie on Mariah, and everybody ganged up with you. Now you lying on Toya, talking about she broke in this lady house, this clear adjacent woman's house. Ain't that nothing? I say, here we go again with this bald-headed heifer. Snow White say, I've been watching since season 1, Married to Medicine, as well as RHOA. Yeah, I started off with Married to Medicare, but after they stabbed Mariah in the back, I was good. And they stole from her. I'm good. I'm not watching nothing from them. But I just had to mention that, you know, Quad is over there lying. Quad the fraud is over there lying on somebody again. Snow White said Carrie started the rumor. She told Toya that Anila had a hit out on her. I mean, maybe she do. I don't know. I feel like those are wild accusations. I don't even know why people make up stuff like that. I guess at this point they're grasping at straws because they, you know, they whack as hell too.
Because I'm trying to figure out where it all came from.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out where it all came from.
If they pull it out of thin air because they don't really have no show, you know, their ratings was in the toilet too now.
Yeah.
Their ratings was in the pure toilets. So listen, have you been paying attention, or did you see what's going on that the bishop was back on live tonight? Well, let me tell you. So, you know, I took the baby over there to the homecoming. And, you know, I'm real paranoid and crazy and country. So I sat in the parking lot the whole time. I didn't leave. So I'm sitting in the car. I'm minding my business, eating me some chicken wings. Next thing you know, my phone gives me a notification and say that the bishop live again. So I'm like, well, you know, I started not to look. And I'm like, well, what the hell is this man live for now? Girl, I go in there. How about he got one of the people that's accusing Larry Reid on their live? Yes, live. Girl. Had him on their live. Had him on their live. Tell him what he say happened. There go my DT. Hey, boo.
Hey, DT.
That's right. Hit the like button. Look at Camilla looking like the Grinch. You better go, girl. Velda, that's right. Parking lot pimping, because I sure had that barnyard pimp in my car, in my truck now. So anyway, the boy came, not boy, because he grown now. Dude came on and he cleared up a whole lot of stuff. When I say a whole lot of stuff, Bianca,
because I'm trying
he
to cleared
up
what he said now.
A whole lot of stuff. I said, oh my.
What'd he say?
Here's what he said. He said that Larry is going around saying he was grown, and when whatever took place, that the boy was grown. That young man said he was not grown. In fact, he was 15. And in fact, he can prove it because Larry was on his contact information at the high school. You know, when your children go to school, you got to fill out that card and put down the grown people that can pick them up from school and stuff. Yeah.
Not prove it.
Yes.
Well, wait a minute now. So, wait a minute. So, you mean tell me that this man, hold on, he was on his absentee paperwork? Yeah. Like you pulled him out of school? Yeah. And you messing with him? So,
that's what the boy say. The young man said that he was on the paperwork that he could pick him up from school as one of the adult contacts. And he said that the man was acting like a father figure because his daddy was missing. Not missing, but you know how the Negroes are. They drop a baby and take off like track stars. And say that the boy say he needed a father figure, and say that that's how he came at him, and he reiterated that the draw story about him buying him drawers and telling him about not showing his private print in his pants and how to, arrange his privates. I'm trying not to be vulgar,
Right, I get it.
And so then the boy said, because I was listening hard too. He said that Reid was buying drawers for a lot of the men people at the church. Say he had took him to the Walmart to buy the drawers and made the boy try on a pair of the drawers to see if they fit right. And
wait a minute, he took him to the Walmart?
To the Walmart, the boy said, to get the drawers, and say that that he told him, try on the one pair, see if it fit, and you could try to rest on them on to the house. And I'm sitting there like, if it's you bought them that they the same size, why you need to try on the rest of them? Why is you trying them on at all? And so then he reiterated about when he was about to show him how to do something or arrange something. And Lord, look, DT done started talking about buying of the drawers for the boys at the church. Yes, the buying of the drawers. The buying of the drawers. That's what they say, Sin City. I'm just telling y'all what the people said.
At the Walmart now.
At the Walmart, down to the Uchiwale, and bought the drawers. And said that when he reiterated the part of the story about the man taking off his pants and he didn't have on no drawers, and that his member was half at half staff.
Oh,
I can say that one. I think that's clean enough. And right, that is nasty, Legina, but that's what he said. And he said that he thought it was weird, but that he said that Reid acted like it was normal, so he acted like, well, maybe it must be normal. The young man then further went on to say that he did a lot of inappropriate stuff to him, under the guise of like it was for spiritual reasons, like he was doing stuff to him to make sure that he wasn't gonna be homosexual or that he wasn't gonna be a womanizer. Say that was supposed to help him not do that, and he was supposed to come and let him know if he started having like sexual urges.
With it on the crutch?
Hey, I don't know.
It was on the crutch. That thing said half standing. It was on the crutch.
I mean, I'm just saying that don't mean nothing. It might have been he wasn't all the way there yet, but he was getting there. I don't know. Hey, don't start me to telling tales. I don't play them games, but that's what the young man said. He cleared up the fact. Lord, here go Dolce. Dolce talking about Walmart drawers. Gee, thanks, Larry. Then he cleared up the fact that people kept, saying that Reid was saying that, the case was thrown out because of another blogger or whatever. No, whatever went on between him and that blogger, y'all settled and left court because y'all both got tired of paying. The young man made it clear and reiterated that indeed, the case with him is still open and it has not been closed. That case is still open. So there's still an open case out there, about the situation with the drawers and all like that. Lord, look at Lala talking about Walmart can be a scary place. I'm just saying. Now that's what the young man said, and he was talking about it and everything. But I'm gonna tell you what, out of everything, now that was disturbing. Please don't let me fool you into thinking that wasn't disturbing, baby sister. It was disturbing.
Listen, it sounded like it was.
I was alternating between pushing my jaw closed and clutching my pearls. It was very disturbing. But I'm gonna tell you what was even more disturbing.
What's that?
The amount of these fake church people that was in the chat trying to tell this man, oh, you need to stop. You need to stop talking. This is evil for you, doing evil for evil. God don't like this. I'm like, you know what? This is disgusting. I think, in my opinion, sis, that was more disgusting than what that boy said Reid did, which is hard because that was pretty disgusting if it's true. And yeah, they was up there, girl. They was attacking the young man and everything. So he did that to you one time, and you let him do that to you. I'm like, so you now we questioning victims. Somebody that was a child and underage, we gonna question him and ask him why you let somebody victimize you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's some sick crap.
That's crazy.
That was some sick garbage. Insane. Legina say the church people be getting live after church. But you know what? Maybe it's the church people. I'm a Christian. I'm not a church person. I don't really like church Negroes like that. Yeah, it did. It sounded all disturbing. It was so disturbing. You say Lori need to go to jail. Show do. What up, Kobe? Cole, what you doing out the bed? Yes, that's what they was doing. They was blaming the victim. They was angry that the boy was talking. They was in there like saying all kind of rude, nasty stuff. Like, y'all need to be quiet. God don't like this. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, okay, so you Negroes are the reason why people hate church folks.
Listen.
I couldn't get over it. And I felt like, dang, so where the church folks at to like talk up against this behavior? Come running out talking about y'all need to pray. Hell, you should have been praying. And then this whole, I'm just gonna pray, or y'all need to pray. We need to pray. I be feeling like that's their way of trying to say just be quiet. That's their way of trying to like nullify anything you said. I'm gonna tell you, y'all know I love to pray. You know what I'm saying? It's a good reason to pray 20 times in an hour. But I feel like they do that bull crap to try to silence people. Yep. It's like a nice way of saying, just shut up because I don't like what you're saying. And it was crazy. And to hear that young man tell what was going on, and he went so far as to say that, when he talks about it, when he talks about what happened to him, the more he talk about it or whatever, it brings back more memories, like stuff that he be done forgot happened. He'll go to remembering what happened to him. Girl, it was crazy because I believe everything he said. I don't believe he lied.
And that's crazy. The only thing that I say is, if you guys want to hear, or if you want to accept somebody else's story, then you need to fully listen to the other person's story too.
That's true too. But like, they don't want to do that. Like once they done put somebody up on a pedestal, it's like, no, you can't say nothing about them. You a lie.
Right. Because anybody's going to be pushed to a limit.
Like, and you ain't gotta push me. Just be wrong and be in the vicinity. I'm for real.
You're absolutely right.
You see what Legina say, PTSD from the church. I won't say it's straight PTSD, but I done had a lot of experiences with them Negroes to where, and I still love the Lord. I still go to church, but I don't play with them church Negroes
at all.
I don't play with them. Don't slide through with that, with that code speak, and trying to like gatekeep the church and only certain people can be a part. Get the hell out of here. I don't play with them at all.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy. There's no way that you can keep attacking someone, and then when someone defend themselves, that's when everybody want to go on a rampage. No. Let's go to the beginning.
My thing is, even at that, sis, even if they want to keep playing that stupid card, they've been playing that card for a few hundred years at this point.
Right.
How you gonna turn around and attack the victim? We blaming the victim, attacking the victim. Like it's getting weird. It got all the way down to people like trying to call the bishop homosexual for bringing the young man on and allowing him to talk,
which is absolutely absurd.
And you know what else? It's irrational. I'm like, so y'all just say at this point, y'all just saying anything. DT said, I respect the victim for having the courage to come forward and tell his story. Too many victims are being silenced because people are too busy trying to defend their faves. You better say that again. Snow White, thank you for the super sticker, boo. I appreciate that.
Hey, Snow White.
Okay.
Thank you.
One of y'all hit the link. Come up here and talk. It's late night, man. It ain't even that many people. We can have fun. But this is the thing.
Come on,
It's
y'all.
just like it's almost like they start worshiping people. Like y'all ain't even in this for God. This ain't got nothing to do with God. Y'all in here worshiping people. And the minute them people, anybody, challenges this fantasy you got of who this person is, because it's all fantasy. Y'all don't know them people any more than anybody can know anybody. As a matter of fact, less, because you don't even have no personal relationship with these people.
Right.
These just people y'all see on Sunday. Some of them you just seeing on the internet or whatever. You don't have no personal relationship. It ain't like you could call them and kick it. Nothing like that at all. But at the same time, they be so comfortable with the attacks. That's the part that I'm just like, I'm so confused. If you could have seen them tonight, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Them people crazy.
And I missed the one tonight. Oh,
man.
Missed it.
You know what? I was trying to tag people like, y'all come look at this. And I don't know if I got your Instagram. I'm going to have to check. Charlene says some of the most atrocious, I guess, acts are committed there. So it's so sad the church destroys more souls than saves them, all in the name of the Lord. Yeah, I don't know which Lord they doing it in, but I'm just saying, it don't make no sense. You say correction, if you're not like, they are worshiping the pastor, not the Lord. You right, I stand corrected. I ain't uncheckable. You're right, because I said it's like they serving people, but it's not like they are. That's really what they doing. Because they go to defending them people, arguing, attacking anybody like somebody could say that the preacher tie crooked. They ready to fight, pull out switchblades. I said, what the hell is really going on? What is happening? And then, girl, get this part. Then the bishop gonna sit there and tell the boy, I'm gonna help you get you some counseling, and then went on to say, your legal fees, get you a lawyer, I guess, to try to help the boy fight for himself, and say he gonna pay for the lawyer. I say, well, so I guess something good can come out of a bad situation.
Listen.
Something going on. DT says 14 more people need to hit that like button.
Come on, y'all. Hit that like button now.
For real, don't do me that. Hit the like button. What up, DM Rocks? What's happening? Hey, Sin City.
Hey, sis.
Hey.
What's happening today?
Hey.
Girl, I'm good. How you?
Zanitra, don't say that. You come on every day and you bring sunshine. This is a channel where we give love to one another. We encourage one another, and I really appreciate that about you.
You don't say what, sis?
What you were saying something about what? Oh, I forgot. I lost my thought, but I know I wanted to say that first. Get that off my chest. I always feel safe, so I wanted to come up and show some support.
I appreciate that. Snow White says, Shaditra, I have the support because I always wanted you to have a channel. So here we are. Oh, thank you.
Yes,
that's so
exactly.
Sweet.
Yeah, here we are.
But yeah, so what you think about this mess with these fake church folks attacking victims? I say y'all have gone too far with the protection of potential predators.
Yeah, they've gone too far.
You should have seen them. They was literally saying to this young man, well, why did you let it happen? He was a teenager. He was a child.
Grown man.
Yeah, and a grown man took advantage of a child, if this young man is to be believed.
Yeah, that's why I said grooming.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
Yes,
but he needs to be heard. He needs to be heard. That's the only way he's going to get any better, too. We can wrap our arms around him now.
And you know what, though? In our own communities, like I've seen enough of that in churches where people like those preachers can go with people's wives. They can mess with people's children, their daughters, and all type of stuff, get people pregnant in the church. and the vast majority of the people inside the church house will attack the victim or the person that was manipulated in order to protect the preacher.
Like,
I don't get it.
it's like a
That's
sickness.
crazy.
A sickness. They drank the Kool-Aid.
I mean, I love Kool-Aid, especially if you put a slice of pineapple in it.
Me too.
But that don't give no account for this, sis. I'm drinking grape Kool-Aid right now.
Well, that's why I do mine from the outside in the confines of my home.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to go to church because that's what I'm supposed to do. I wish I
Mhm.
would let some devils run me out of my father's house. That is my father's house and it's not theirs. I don't care how many pedophiles and predators they want to protect. If they want to kiss them all over, help yourself.
Come
No,
You
on.
do
no, no,
not get
no,
to
no.
take
Don't
over
get it
my
mixed up
father's
now.
house.
Come
I
on.
go to my father's house. I'm saying I'm took myself. Once I leave there, I'm out of there.
Yeah, that's what I do
Oh
after the
yeah.
Yeah.
benediction. As soon as they say,
Yeah.
Amen, I take off.
Yeah, I'm gone.
I got a whole bad leg. Y'all ain't seen nobody hop fast as me. I be hopping across that
I have
street back to my car.
I have a whole nother
I
life
don't fool with them
outside of
people
there. Yeah, no, I don't either. That's what I meant by
because
that.
it's a lot. But honestly, it's a lot of people that they'll use that as a reason. I'm not gonna go to church. I wish I would let them Negroes run me up out of there. I don't care if you don't like me, how I talk, how I look, how I dress. That's your business. This is my daddy house. It's not yours.
Yep. Ain't come here for you.
Sure didn't. Sure didn't. And I'm
Yeah.
only speaking and being pleasant because I don't want to get in trouble with him. Leave me alone.
Amen. Amen.
Mm-mm.
And I like me. I don't want to get upset. I don't want to get upset.
I ain't finna get upset. Get upset for what? How?
I
What
was
I'm
gonna
finna
say,
be
oh
upset for?
who? Oh who?
Right. For what? How? It don't make me no difference. I didn't come there for them, so nothing they do don't affect me. I ain't came here for you. Most of them I barely know their last name because that's how little I actually respond, speak, and interact.
That part.
Yeah.
Hey and bye. It's a few of them. Hey, sister. Hey. I be saying hey and walking right past them. Hey. uh-uh. Mm-mm. And what I saw tonight was like a perfect depiction of why I don't fool with them church Negroes. No, ma'am. You just listen, y'all would have had to see it. The person I'm telling you that took the cake for me was the person saying he did that and you let it happen again. I'm like, you telling somebody who was a 15-year-old that they let somebody victimize them. Really?
Mm. I can only imagine the backlash from that.
There wasn't no backlash because there was a lot of them crazy people in there. Then it was this, you know how when you on an app, even on YouTube, like if I'm on somebody else's page and it's a crazy person in there, I can block them even though I'm not a mod. That won't take them off their page, but it just stopped
Right.
me from seeing it. Because I don't be wanting to see
Oh,
a lot of negative, nasty stuff. Like
right.
that's just not my style.
Mm-hmm.
Lala say they drinking evil aid. They sure is.
Mm-hmm.
The Kool-Aid is cool. But but
I'm drinking Kool-Aid now.
right now I'm drinking some grape Kool-Aid. That's the only kind I like, grape and red. But
Me.
it was this one chick, right? So I had blocked her because like she was literally like spamming the chat, just going on, going on. So I was like, oh, she was egging me. And so I blocked this chick. Do you know this lady? I guess the people whoever was moderating, or maybe he did it himself. He must have blocked that lady at some point, y'all. This broad came back with it was the same lady because it was the same picture, like, and I knew it was her because she had like a whole big, it wasn't even a double chin. She had a bladder under her chin.
You said bladder?
It was a big bladder under her chin. Like it was unmistakable. Like, when you seen some stuff like that, you know what you looking at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's that same big old lady that kept saying that stuff. So sure enough, she went back to saying some of the exact same stuff. So I blocked it again. I was like, ugh, enough of this. Just nasty McNugget everywhere you look.
I
So
had to
I
get
blocked her
rid of
again.
that.
That broad came back a third time with a
Uh-uh.
third page with the same big nasty picture. I said, see, they crazy. Yes, child, we got plenty of rest. Yes, DT, it was a bladder chin. She had a bladder chin.
It's the bladder for me.
And got nerve to be trolling
Trolling.
with that
And they
chin.
had one of them in
Girl, sit
there.
down.
With the
Girl,
chin.
it was one
Ah.
of them up in there. And she was calling herself prophetess something or other. And I'm like, I'm already looking at you sideways calling yourself prophetess. Like, really? Like, stop it. So she up in there tagging people talking about a call for prayer, a call for prayer. Well, why don't you call them niggas and pray then? Why is you over here tagging people on the live? I said, oh, this is stupid.
She
This
was
is
a whole troll. She
no,
was a
that
whole
wasn't no troll. That is church talk. For I'm gonna start, putting stuff like this in here to try to show that I want y'all to be quiet. Girl, you could silence somebody getting off that live. You won't hear nothing they saying.
Yeah. Oh. Good night.
Thank you. Good evening. Yeah, they weirdos. It was crazy. DT talking about she had that puffer fish, yes, type of chick. That was Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob in there.
That sounds better
Mrs.
than that
Puff
bladder.
was spamming the chat. I say these Negroes is crazy.
A fool.
Child, and we had us a laugh. Oh my God, the masquerade ball last night was fun. We had a good time as per usual. And so we got to talking about Ray J, child, and the fact that the Chicken Foot Chronicles continue. They got that boy out there talking about looking at the moon and ending his life, and this must be the fake life, and the next life gonna be the real
Huh?
one. I said, oh, they done got him.
Who said that?
Ray J, that
Yeah,
same
they
boy
got
that was tasting himself and whispering at the camera.
Not the black drawers.
Huh?
I said not the black drawers.
Yeah, Mr. Black Draws.
I can't.
Lola said, I wonder if lymphedema can show up in the chin. I hope not. God, I hope not. Listen, fun fact, that's one of my phobias is the double chin.
And I don't like picturing it.
I
don't like picturing it. I keep thinking about the bladder now. I just can't get that picture out of my head.
Well, I didn't like seeing it, but I did. Yes, the Chicken Foot Chronicles continue with Ray J. They done got him. DV, Ray J went out there blowing the whistle on them heifers. They done came with their light-skinned juju, baby. They shaking chicken feet at him, got him looking at the moon, talking about ending it all, and this life is the fake life. I say, God darn it. Snow White say, you said it. They shouldn't be trying to send him. Yes. They trying to send him over the edge. They tried to send Kanye. They just didn't get the memo that he was already there.
He was already there.
Mm-hmm.
He is so gone. Ooh.
He's so gone. Ain't no coming back for Kanye.
Right before our eyes. They talked about Wendy. They talked about Wendy.
But she's a woman, fool. So they gonna always go after her.
Exactly, but this is a whole new fool. Woo!
Big one, honey, huge one. Now, what's real crazy is the fact that, like you said, they went after Ray J, not Ray J, but they went after Wendy. They talked about her. Oh, she crazy. Oh, she a drug addict. Oh, she losing her mind. Meanwhile, Kanye tried to have people pick clothes out of garbage bags in the middle of a store. And nobody thought that was strange.
They blame Kim for that.
And this man is around here selling overpriced homeless people's clothes with holes in it and stuff.
Not homeless people.
Yes.
Yeah, he around here robbing Joe and Ned the Wino and selling their clothes at inflated prices, and nobody thought that was strange.
Come on, good time.
Hobo clothes. It's homeless wear.
He around there robbing homeless people. It's probably 300 or 400 homeless men right now, topless than a mug. And it's all because Kanye done stole their stuff.
Yep. Pretty much. Garbage.
But nobody thought none of that was strange. It takes for a black woman to have something to do with it, and then it becomes a problem. But I want to talk about how Ray J got caught up in the Chicken Foot Chronicles, and his daddy supposed to be a preacher.
Because I'm trying to be not Chicken Foot.
Black Panther.
But his daddy supposed to be a preacher. And your son done got caught up in the Chicken Foot Chronicles. Reverend, where is your blessed oil? Lala said he thought he escaped the haunted mansion. Now he's feeling the residual effects. It's true. Look, this girl said Skid Row Couture.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Pretty much with the
But
holy shoes to
seriously,
match.
but his daddy is supposed to be the preacher. Talking about he may have a demon inside him. He may. You know, when you go committing immoral acts, that
Yeah.
it's always a possibility.
Yeah, I don't think it's a question. I think it's a fact.
I don't know that. I haven't examined them. I ain't prayed with him. I ain't been nowhere near him. So I'm not finna say it's a fact. You
And
know what
don't
I'm
want
saying?
to. Yeah.
Possession ain't no light issue. Now he may be under the influence. He may be being spiritually oppressed. I don't know. But your daddy supposed to be a preacher.
Midlife crisis, perhaps.
Your daddy supposed to be a preacher. Where is your blessed oil, sir? See, this what I be talking about with them fake. I talk the right way, dress the right way. Fake Negro Christians. Let me not call them Christians. Church people.
Church people, there you go.
Because Christians is cool. Church people is a pain in my behind. That's like a piece of peanut in your feces. Like they just scrape your
Oh
inner.
my God.
They scrape the inner anus of the world. The chicken foot committee done came after your son. Where is your blessed oil, sir?
That's why I ate before I came on. I knew you was gonna try to rip me a new one. My belly ready for you.
Listen here, this time of night, everybody should be through eating. Snow White say when they start talking too much, they send them to the right doctors. The industry trust me, and then it's over. But this ain't no doctor. Listen, Snow White, this is a chicken foot issue.
That's different.
This is different. The industry did not get Ray J. The witch got Ray J. They done went over there. They sprinkling feathers and rum, throwing ashes and chicken feet at that boy. And his dad ain't doing nothing, but he wanted the church crew. That's all I'm saying. DT say sound like the Ladies Association of the Chicken Cooper out in the opening this full moon. They are. They like witches. They don't even hide no more. They come on with it.
Yep.
They come on with it. But see, listen, let me tell you something. This is just my opinion. It's not for nothing. It's late night. We could talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can talk.
Okay.
We can talk.
I believe in my heart in this current dispensation. Right. Supposed to be is the key words. In this current dispensation, the faking ain't going to work no more. I think it's going to be a lot of people being put on the spot as it pertains to themselves, their family, their children, their loved ones. And either you going to show and prove that you really are what you claim to be, or you going to have your child falling victims to the Chicken Foot Chronicles while you sit up there and practice how well you can talk and how well you can put on them ugly suits.
So this is pertaining to just about all those people, right? Not just Ray J or anybody like that, right? Because they're all falling.
I'm not gonna say all, but it's a good number of them.
Yeah,
good number.
I'm in total agreement. Total
Yeah,
agreement.
it's a good number of them.
And we got.
Now it's not my place to go separating and pointing out who's who, but I'm sure gonna ask pertinent questions when you supposed to be the preacher, and them people over there with light skin juju knocking your child off his stool every day. Charlene said it don't cost anything to look homeless. These people who buy Kanye clothes are fools. What you all they gotta do is rub them around on the pavement and cut a hole or two. Y'all silly. Yes, the peanut. They are the peanut in the anus of the world. That's who they are. The whole roasted peanut in the anus of the world. Instead of being the light of the world, they are the roasted whole peanut. DT says somebody get some chicken feet to throw around and get them back in the chicken coops again.
DT said to go to timeout.
DT crazy. He talking about just sprinkle some feet out. That'll run them back in. Regina said he need the Holy Spirit draws from the bishop. Lord. Regina.
Stay away from the bishop.
Listen, I don't think them draws is gonna be the ones he need. He might be all right if he just wash his behind and stop putting skid marks in his. Lala say, no wonder you can't find chicken quarters in the store anymore. Who knows what kind of smells the witches of Eastwick are cooking up? Ain't no
Lala
telling.
following DT.
Charlene say that's the whole Dashian witches and wizards effect on Ray J. But his daddy is a preacher now. That's all I'm saying. The dad is the preacher now. Come on. Kobe said Kanye is race baiting. We want people of color to vote red this round, not inciting division before the election. For all we know, the demons might have paid him to do it. Who knows? But get this. Y'all in for it anyway because they say Elon is giving him his Twitter account back and it's finna go down.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Is
And the
that what he?
circus continues.
That's what he's setting us up for?
The circus continues. I want to see who else Elon get their account back to.
Oh no, not the clown.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm all right though. I'm all right with that because I feel like everybody should have a right to talk. And
Yeah,
see,
and he always speaks his truth, huh?
no, he don't speak no truth.
Not the truth.
He speak a whole lot of buffoonery. But
Uh-uh.
whether he's stupid or not, he got a right to talk. Now that's how I feel. We got a right to listen or not. If you stupid enough to listen to a stupid person, then you know that's personal, right?
That's your company. That's what you like.
Because I have honestly never sat still to listen to Kanye West say anything on purpose. Because I got a theory about that man. And ain't nobody gonna believe me.
Ooh.
Let's hear it. We talking. You can talk.
Okay, I'm gonna say my theory in the case of in the form of what ifs, right?
Mm-hmm.
What
Come on,
if?
Bianca.
Okay, this just what if because it's late night. We could talk. What if Kanye was already getting work done, spiritual work that is, before his mama died? Like, like somebody was doing work for him in his favor.
Uh-huh.
What if he wasn't able to get that mess renewed?
Ooh. Mm.
What if them people over there with that light skin juju went trying to work him and it really didn't work because he already had something on him?
I'm glad my mama not listening because she'd be all up in your ear like, girl.
And then what if he really ain't even crazy like that? What if he started playing crazy when he no longer had people writing for him and he had to start writing stuff himself? So I feel like the crazy is a way of marketing.
Ooh.
So people won't really pay attention to the fact that you don't have the same lyrics or skill level as when you first came out.
The programming is off.
But you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's look at how things went. In the beginning, and I don't mean Genesis.
You know what?
That's why you said begin ding.
In the beginning, I think I know Consequence was writing for him. I think Us was too. That's why when he first came out, his music almost had like a real conscious feel to it.
Oh yes.
And see that piqued my interest because like I make no secret. I've been a part of the conscious community since the early 90s. So it piqued my interest. And then when I found out who was writing for this dude, I say,
It
oh,
made sense. I'm with you on
that's
that.
why, because I actually know them cats. So then when he ended up not wanting to pay them and they stopped writing for him, his music switched up. It went from being real strong and real black to real popish. I ain't saying she a gold digger. I'm like, what? Huh? It went from strong and having soul to being real popish and clownish. And he was still able to hang on a little bit because Jay-Z was still kind of fooling with him at that time.
And I was barely holding on
They
too.
went and did Niggas in Paris, and that song was knocking, but not really because of Jay-Z, not because of Kanye, it was because of Jay-Z. And it's like Kanye kind of fed off his energy, and for all we know, Jay might have helped him write some of his little lyrics on there.
It kind of seemed that way.
I'm just saying, you
And
know,
some of his
that
performances, and some of his performances seem way too performative.
well, I mean, that's what happens when you don't have talent. You got a clown.
Oh.
But that ain't what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the lyrics.
I'm talking about the lyrics too, when he's performing it.
Okay, so which lyric in Niggas with Paris did you feel like Jay wrote? One line. Which one?
I don't know that song in particular.
But that's the one I'm talking about. That one in particular. On that song right there, the one they, Otis.
Otis, okay.
They were sitting up there, and I said, when I heard him say that one line, sophisticated ignorance, write my curses in cursive. I said, Negro, you ain't wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Like my ears perked up because I'm like, stop.
Over your head, Kanye.
Stop, little boy, stop. Stop.
Oh, I'm gonna spit up.
Like when I say I love hip hop, I've been a hip hop head for the longest. Like when I say I like stuff, I usually mean I know all your bars. When I heard him say that, my ears perked up. I said, "Nah, you know you ain't wrote that." Lala say, I stopped listening to his music a long time ago. I feel like he's summoning spirits and it creeps me out. I think that's what he wants people to think, Lala. That's just gimmick, in my opinion. All that weird, spooky, dumb, corny crap that he's doing, that ain't no summoning, no rituals. If you ever heard anybody summon, you know it. Trust me. You wouldn't feel like it, you know it. And what's ill is I think he's doing all that to cover up for the lack of talent. As long as he's doing the weird, spooky, dumb, corny antics and stuff, nobody's talking about the real story, which is you really ain't that talented.
Right.
And I honestly been suspecting like somebody did work for you to even get in the game. Somebody did some work. Somebody did some crossing and uncrossing to get you in. Just my opinion. Because the fact that you came in and somebody had to write for you, everybody's real quiet about that. Everybody knows, but everybody's real quiet. Meanwhile, they ready to burn poor little Cardi at the stake. Write something. And I'm like, okay, the people that be writing with her, they say she do write. They just be writing with her. But when it come to Kanye, everybody quiet. Even though when the main people that got him through the door quit writing for him, the music ain't been the same since.
Sure haven't.
Legina said that first album was wonderful. The College Dropout. Late Registration was the album I liked. But then again, when I saw who did the writing, I said, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. When he wrote crack, he didn't write. when them boys wrote crack music, oh, my heart leapt out of my chest. DT said he wanted to be Harry Potter with all the charms, spells, and potions of the universe. Yeah, DT, he gonna come out there with one of them brooms so he can play Quidditch. He gonna chase the golden snitch. Don't give him no ideas, DT. That'll be the next thing we see. Y'all hit the like button. But for real, I feel like Kanye be hitting y'all with all them gimmicks and stuff. So that way, we ain't got to pay attention to nothing. We won't pay attention to what's really going on. Lala say that's true because I felt when spirits were summoned before. So you absolutely right, sis. I'm telling you, all that weird, spooky, performative bull crap, that's just, dinner theater.
Fluff.
Who? You say they both. Who is they, baby? DT said, yeah, he gonna come out of the forbidden forest with that huge, scary spider. Yep, him and Hagrid. Next, he gonna have Hagrid on the stage with him. I'm telling you. And Bianca, what is this sturdy business that the children are doing? What does that mean?
The get sturdy is a dance.
It's a
That's
dance.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
dance.
Yes, it's a dance.
The get
Okay.
30. What does it look
Mm-hmm.
like?
You drop
Listen,
down
let
low,
me let me
kick
get into
out.
this thing now. Hold on.
You
I'm not
do it,
ready to
Tanika?
I'm not ready to go to that part yet. I have questions about this sturdy business. Okay, first of all, who made up this sturdy stuff, Bianca? Who
Now I
was
don't know who made it up, but I've been seeing it trending
okay? So now why do they call it sturdy?
because your knees got to be sturdy to drop that thing down, kick it out, bring it back up, drop it down again, flip it
Oh,
around.
so that's what they referring to. They saying your knees is sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell, well I couldn't have never did that. Well, not in the last 20 years.
Ah,
Back in the scrub the ground days, I probably could have did it, but in the last 15,
hey.
20 years, I couldn't have did none of that. Okay. Okay.
Blasphemy.
Now I got it. Because I was like, what in the world is sturdy? And then why are y'all calling a dance sturdy? Like sturdy usually mean you solid. You holding still. I'm like, how you hold still and be solid and dance at the same time? They talking about knees.
Mm-hmm.
Count me out.
Lala say that album 808 Heartbreak should have went double wood. It was complete garbage. It's been downhill ever since. God dang. Woo! She say double wood. Get out of my life. Lala, I'm quitting you. This girl say double wood, Bianca.
Lala gonna have to stand in the corner with her
Just
on
her and
one
DT.
leg.
I want you to go
She thinks
hold
it's
hands with
hard when
DT
she
and
say
y'all
it.
skip in the corner. Just skip off to the corner.
They gonna be
This
thinking why they
nut
in
said
there.
double wood. He said sturdy needs construction. I knew I was gonna find somebody to explain this sturdy situation to me. Lala said I like to drop down and get my eagle on every now and again, but going to take advantage while I can still pick it back up. You better.
With Lala on to it.
Go la la.
First of all, my knees don't work no more. And if I decide to just drop all this weight down on my poor little knees, that my next live gonna be from a hospital bed. Because clearly
You know what? I'm not playing with you.
that's not
Not
happening.
tonight.
That ain't safe on no level. For
That's why I
real.
say count me out. Count me out.
Like y'all, my knees done got so bad. When I go to sit in a chair, my knees only bend like so far. My range of motion is like between 20 and 30 degrees. Like that's all I got. Once I get close enough, I just have to drop in the chair and trust God. Cause other than that, it's scary. Like even like little chairs, like I don't sit on little chairs because my booty too big. And only thing be running through my mind is all them people that go, Sin City, are you eating tater chips? What's going on?
No, I don't know why it's popping. I'm gonna mute myself until I have something to say.
I was like, at first I was like, am I hearing that? Okay. But, I only thing hit my mind when I see them little bitty chairs, girl, is all them people that go viral, big girls, they sit on small stuff and it just like splinter and turn into a bunch of toothpicks and stuff. I'm like, y'all not finna put me on the internet. No. If I see a chair that I don't trust, I will sit on the ground first. No.
Listen.
Yeah, heck no, not me. Man down. DT said I like to drop it down like a Russian Cossack dancers. Oh, they be doing it. They stay on them knees and be kicking them feet. You say, hey, do the Rasputin. You so crazy. That boy is crazy. But for real though, I couldn't get over it. The children was excited, Bianca honey. They was getting sturdy, they said. I said, get
Listen,
sturdy.
they can have it.
You ain't lying.
They can have it. I don't want it. Mm-mm.
Listen, I'm not gonna say I don't want it. I would love knees that would do stuff like that, but that's out of the question. There's none available, and that ship has sailed. DV say I'm with you, sis, about them chairs. Yeah, I don't play with no chair. Now I got too much rump to be falling straight through to the floor. I wish I would. Y'all will never put me on no video like, oh, look at this. She tore that ground. No. I'm good. Kobe, what you say? Everybody done the butterfly in the 90s. Sure did. Talking about it looks so dumb now that I think about it. It really was. It was a stupid dance. But I sure did it. And the Tootsie Roll.
Listen, butterfly, that's
That's
old.
old. Let me see your Tootsie Roll. Girl, yes.
Hey.
I was between the Tootsie Roll and Scrub the Ground. Oh, all that. And they better not play that little song, Drop.
Oh.
That's
Don't
why
make me go skating. Please don't make me go
look,
skating tomorrow.
that's why my knees ain't worth a darn now. And I don't even skate no more. I don't trust my legs. I think I told y'all the last time I went skating, I was out there with my kids and like my oldest girl, Geneva. And her and her little friends, girl, they was holding the wall inching. And they was playing some music. You know, because them kids can't really get down. So I'm out there, I'm grooving. I'm doing my thing. I'm in the pocket. I'm feeling it. Girl, I was popping that thing all the way getting. And baby, it was this one little boy. He was the cutest little chubby thing, just a cute little butterball. Baby, he must have rolled into me like a bowling ball on a 17 split. Bam! Throw me up. I hit the ground so hard, I wanted to hit the ground. I thought the ground was going to hit me back. Like I tore that ground all the way up.
Ooh.
I mean, he hit me in my knee and I went down. He didn't do it on purpose, poor little thing.
Right.
Child, he got up. He say, "Can I help you up? Are you okay?" I said, "Oh Lord." I said, "So now you gonna cute bomb me after you done took my legs out like some kind of chubby assassin." I said, "Oh hell no."
He was a gentleman.
Butt away from him.
He was a gentleman.
He was a sweetie pie. He looked like a little dumpling. And he was so sad because he had ran. I said, "Oh Lord." I said, "I'm all right, sugar." Knew I was lying. Girl, I hopped my big tail off that rink because he took me out of there. All I say, I thought somebody was making Jiffy popcorn for a second. I was gonna say,
all right, Lala. All right, Lala.
Because it did. Since that thing was loud, it was like, I was like, is that tinfoil? Somebody barbecuing? Like, what's going on? Is them pots and pans? I was about to get hungry again. For real, I ain't know what is. I'm telling you, like at first, I didn't know where it was coming from. That's why I said that I wasn't being crazy. Well, so I guess.
All right, leave me alone now. Leave me alone. Left me alone now.
It was funny though.
It is.
You came with the comedy. You can't expect I'm not finna laugh. That's what I do. DT said I thought the sturdy was a contest of who could make a plank of wood balance on the stone. Child, them children was with it. She came with DT. She came. We're coming out there to the car barefoot, holding her heels in her hand. Talking about they thought I wasn't gonna take my heels off and get sturdy. I said, "Oh God." Just country and ignorant.
So, Nitra, did you know about the sturdy before she went?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's why I asked Bianca. I don't know nothing about that. I'm grown. Rochelle said, "That's not my dance. I need both my knees replaced." And me too. DT say, "Next minute, somebody gonna revive the hustle and call it some random A name at this rate." You right. You know, they repurpose everything and be talking about they done discovered it, like they clear people. Hey, Rochelle. But you say, at least we don't do like clear people with the river dance and dancing with aprons. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna be happy today that black. You know what? Let's organize a movement to reverse gentrify the river dance. I want the children to take it and turn it into something with some flavor. Sprinkle some Lowry's on it or something and just snatch it from them and hurt their feelings.
Wait. You said the what dance now?
The river dance. You know the one where they be bucking. They be up there bucking like horses with their neck real stiff. They be up there. They be up there just bucking and kicking and going on.
You gonna have me on the floor.
Look here, hold on. Let me turn back. Listen, hold on. Let me turn back here, bro, because I feel like being silly. Look here. ain't no lash in sight. Hold on. They be up there. How they do it, y'all?
Don't you make me get up and do that damn dance. You better not make me get up and do this dance.
They be up there just bucking and swinging their head. and have their arms stiff down to their side, and they'll twirl around and kick their foot. I'm like, oh hell no.
We ain't doing that.
I want us to take it. I want us to take it from them. I want us to go put some slap your mama or some Lowry's on it and just snatch it and let them see how it feel to have your stuff stolen. See,
They probably
feel
take
like
us to court. They will
they
take us to
feel like
court.
they feel like they safe because everything they make up is corny and dumb. But at the end of the day, if we go take some of that corny dumb crap, put some seasoning, salt, and garlic powder on it, and repackage it, they'll cry blood. I bet you.
Oh yeah, they'll take us to court. Oh yeah, they'll be too mad. That was the only thing they had left to themselves.
Oh my God, Bianca, you missed it. Girl, we was in there last night messing with DT. I told him this lady looked like the Grinch. Make her face green. Girl, he did it and took me out. He talking about if you know with this avatar. Oh God, Legina say she like watching the river dance. I like you, me too. I like laughing at clear people, but I still want somebody to put some onion powder and stuff on it and then repackage it and call it, what should we call it once they repackage? Because that's what they do. They repackage our stuff, take all the flavor out, and call it something stupid. So we need to snatch it from them and maybe like season it up and call it the Unholy Ghost Dance. That could work. Lala say, I'm not mad at Riverdance. Me and my granny used to watch it and have a good laugh. Sometimes they look like possessed mannequins.
Sometimes, Lala. Sometimes. That's what they look like.
DT say, take that one. And the one in Scotland with the dancing over the swords. Yes, honey. Oh, yes. Kobe say the Smurf, the Reebok, the Snake, the Freak. Yes. Yes. All of that. DT said we could call it the Lake Clappers. Yes, the Lake Clappers instead of Riverdance, the Lake Clappers. Yes, I
Put
love
some
it.
stank on it.
Now we don't want it to stink. They already got it stink, just like wet dogs. We need to put some seasoning on it. Wash it with white vinegar and put some seasoning on it and repackage it and sell it. And I bet you they'll cry blood. That's ours. You took it. This is our heritage. That's, you know what? That's what we need to start doing. Bianca, you got TikTok?
I don't.
Bianca, is you sleep?
Bianca.
That girl done left her home.
We probably have to revive her. She probably dead from laughing. Bianca.
She'll be back. She'll be doing it. But I was looking on TikTok and laughing at them. Hold on. Lord, we laughed so bad at DT last night. DT said we need to make
Can
sure.
y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I was talking. Y'all can hear me though.
I couldn't. I figured you had walked away from that phone.
Oh,
Lord.
no. I
Look.
said I have TikTok, but I don't use it. I don't know how to use it, but I do have one.
DT said we need to make sure it don't have no raisins and tomatoes like Raisin Bay. Man, we clowned so bad last night. Okay, so let me put you in on the inside joke, B. So we was laughing by, the fact that these clear people then started using raisin like it's a seasoning. Like they ain't got no salt and pepper and garlic, no onion, no rosemary. They ain't got no oregano. All they got is raisins for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of salt bait, I started calling them raisin bait, and I was just sprinkling that thing, boy, tearing the raisins up, and DT gonna bring that back. I laughed till my throat got so last night. Kobe say I still know how to pop. I used to practice watching rerun. You know what? I could still pop too, but the leg part I can't do no more. It's like, well, let me not say that, Kobe. My knees do pop. They do pop. But I don't be dancing when they pop. Well, sometimes. I mean, I guess if I dance, they would still pop. So technically, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Say potato salad with tomato and raisins. Yes, honey, sprinkle. 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 Baby, they be sprinkling them raisins. But yeah, that's what we need to do. But I asked you about TikTok because this is one of the things that's been going on over there so bad. They've been, you know what? I think they've been mad ever since them black girls refused to give them a dance for Megan Thee Stallion song Thought Ish.
Mm.
So now every time you turn around, they over there throwing fits, getting stuff like braids. Like, see, I got braids. Y'all just don't want us to have braids. It's just a hairstyle. We got braids. If black people start jacking all these, flavorless, lack of seasoning and soul things that they have, that's really theirs. It ain't much, but it's theirs. If we
Mm-hmm.
start jacking that stuff and repurposing it, they will die.
Oh, pass out
We
Die.
don't, but we don't want raisins in our food.
at
No,
all.
but
Cause baby,
it's a way, but it's a
I
way
like
to
cinnamon.
remix stuff. You have to be
And
creative. That's why black folks is in the position we in now. We don't want to be creative. We want to just say ooh and dismiss it and keep walking. Sometimes you got to show people how ridiculous and annoying they are so they'll stop. Because begging them to stop don't work.
Yeah, you right
You
about that.
y'all see that don't work at this point.
You are right about that.
They are proving to you that you begging them to stop politely doesn't work. How do you reason with somebody who's unreasonable? That doesn't make sense. But like we was laughing about the nasty foods that they got like fried butter. And so
What?
yeah, they be serving fried butter.
Mm.
No.
Raisins are disgusting, but it's a way to make them raisins work. We're gonna talk about that. See, this is what went on in my head. It's late night. Y'all told me I could talk, so I'm finna talk.
Come on.
So I said, if they up there for deep frying butter and eating it, first of all, y'all is some nasty billy goats. But if we start frying the butter for Thanksgiving and putting it on the table, right? And we ain't gonna just leave it regular fried. We got to season it. We got to put some onions in it, all type of stuff, right? And then freeze it and then fry it. And then we could serve it with Thanksgiving dinner for people to like slice it off and put it on bread.
Mm.
I say now that might work. And if we start doing that and start calling it like extra soul seasoning butter or some bull crap that sound real, real, real black, them
Ain't
people
no
will
bull
die.
crap now.
They'll die. They will roll around in the mud like hogs and die.
Now you put that on top of some Parmesan crusted chicken.
Bingo. You see what I'm
Ooh.
saying? So take the butter, melt it down. You know me, I'm a cook, right? So take the butter, melt it down. We're gonna chop up some chives and some yellow onions, maybe some vidalias, put all up in there like a mixture of all the onions. Okay, we're gonna add in some fresh garlic. Okay, we're gonna hook that up like that. And then we're gonna reconstitute it in the right shape, freeze it real hard like they do. And then when you get ready to deep fry it, we're gonna make the batter, extra savory too, but no salt, of course. And then after you fry it, then you serve it on the table with your dinner so people can slice it off and put it on the bread or put it on whatever they're going to eat it on.
Go on, send me a stick.
And just be like, bam, just like that.
And now I'm hungry again.
Go on, send me a stick right quick. Let me see some.
Now I'm hungry.
That's what I'm saying. But
Let
when
me
I
see some
say,
right
like, if we do it like that, because that's what they do. Like, that's why I say we got to reverse gentrify because they take our stuff, take all the flavor, all the soul out, call it some bull crap and claim it. So we take their stuff that ain't got no soul, no flavor, add the soul and flavor, give it a black name, and then repackage it to sell it. Then that's reverse gentrification. Bam, just like that. Problem solved.
Put it right on the grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, we could use it for
Oh.
everything because literally the butter got all the good stuff already in it.
Mm-hmm.
See there? Legina said they took the brown lip liner with lip gloss and called
Girl,
it brownie glaze. Yeah, that's
girl,
what I'm saying. They steal everything and rename it some watered down white bread type bullcrap when all we got to do is do the opposite. Now, some of their stuff so nasty, I don't think it can be reverse engineered.
This is true.
Like, I can come up with something for everything, but there's no way to reverse engineer raisins in a potato salad.
No.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
But
We
if
just
they just
won't.
if it's just a matter of like liking raisins, I think you could probably make a nice dessert. Like if you take the raisins and currants and mash them and make a nice, like take the wine and mix it with wine, you could probably make like a nice sticky bun out of it, or like use that inner brownie. That might
Right.
work. But like potato salad, I don't know how to put a raisin in a potato.
Don't they put carrots in it too sometimes?
I don't know what them people do. I don't eat from them.
I'm
I
talking
only
about
knew
in
about
a
the raisins because
package.
it went viral. I don't eat at them people house.
No, I've never eaten it. I'm thinking when I see it packaged. I don't eat it. No.
Lala say, nah, I love butter. Nah, I love butter, but deep frying butter is not the work of the Lord. They need to stop. It ain't. The Lord is not pleased with what they doing. That's right, DT. Sprinkle them raisins in like paprika. That's what they do for everything. Did you say he forgot the deep fried butter? Listen, hey, that's their thing, man. They'll just fry everything and eat it. Charlene say that'll be everything on some bread straight out the oven. Yes.
Listen.
Some hot yeast rolls, and you already got the butter, already got the garlic and the onion in it, like
Listen.
caramelized onion cooked into it. Put it in there,
Mm-hmm.
freeze it, fry it, and put it back out there. Shoot, lit, lit. DT say, have you heard of fairy bread, Shanitra? I forgot to mention that to you yesterday. The clear people literally butter bread and sprinkle hundreds of thousands. Oh my God. You put then they put sprinkle, just like ice cream sprinkles on it.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, that's nasty.
That's
Wait a
nasty.
minute. They put butter, bread,
Yeah.
and then ice cream?
Like the
The
sprinkles.
sprinkles? Mm-mm.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Like the
No,
confetti sprinkles? Mm-mm.
that's disgusting.
Poor thing. Just want
That's
some
really
flavor.
disgusting. That is
Opposed to,
really disgusting.
opposed to just having a butter sandwich or a mayonnaise sandwich? Like
Why
what?
the hell would you eat any of that?
The
I mean,
spring-
this ain't the Great Depression.
I'm
Like,
just,
why
I'm,
on
I'm
earth
trying
would
to make
you
sense out of it.
take it that far? You know what I'm saying? Like they go too far. So I'm like, okay, if we was gonna reverse gentrify this, what could we do? Okay, so we could make some biscuit dough, right? Make it almost like a pastry. And then instead of putting them on top, we can take it and work those into the biscuit dough. So it'll be like a nice rainbow dough when we bake it.
Actually, this actually sounds more like king cake from New Orleans.
No, it don't, because I don't make king cake. I don't like that nasty garbage. I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm to
That's
nobody.
because they made it, but that's what it sounds like. It's really made of butter toast with sprinkles on it. That's what it looked like.
Nah, that is not what that looks like. What DT talking about is something nasty. I think I seen that before. They toast some bread, rub some butter on it, and shake some sprinkles. Now that light bread with butter and sprinkles, that's nasty. I've seen the king cake all in the stove since I moved out here to Houston. It don't look like that.
No, I said the clear version would look like that. That's our version.
Oh, I don't think that's what they doing. I think they just being nasty. Lala say, I'm surprised they never co-opted mayonnaise sandwiches because you know they love mayonnaise. Actually, Miracle Whip.
Ugh.
You know, DV say I have to get some sleep. Well, girl, get you some sleep. Kobe say Dama and his dad made soup out of roadkill,
Oh my
possum
god.
soup,
Oh my god.
probably with raisins. See that?
Oh my god.
That's the breakfast of serial killers. Horrible. DT, yep, that's what that mess looked like. Just like that. That bread. I knew I had seen that before. I didn't know what the hell it was
Oh,
though.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Bread with butter and some sprinkles. They nasty.
Oh my.
Yep, roadkill soup. Now I ain't gonna sit up here in front like I ain't never ate no possum now. I'm from the country. I'm not even finna tell that lie. But I ain't never ate no possum. I done ate some possum. I done ate a little coon. You know, I'm one of them. I'm one of those girls. If I can kill it and cook it, I will eat it. Long as I cook it and I clean it. But you know, they just go too far. But I'm thinking the only way to reverse engineer that fairy bull crap is to just like make biscuit dough and put the sprinkles into the biscuit. So it'll be like a nice rainbow biscuit and maybe make a turnover or something. I don't know. That's just nasty. Toast, the butter, and sprinkles.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Lord, DT say absolutely nasty. And every clear kid from New Zealand loved it. And I'm looking at these kids like, who told you that was good?
Right?
Um, their taste buds different. Anybody who taste buds will tell them to put raisins in potato salad. That's a different type of person.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Use a different type of soul.
That's just not it. Not
It
at all.
ain't. And
Mm-mm.
it don't even go together. We talking about savory, and you come bringing in like raisins is like the grandmama's version of a fruit. Like it ain't really fruit. It's like a sad nursing home version of fruit. It's like it's like a kid asking for candy, and when you stick your hand out, they put some butterscotch in it. Like
No.
it's not really what you want, but it'll get you by. Like it's sweet, but it ain't good.
Mm-mm. I'm a texture person, so I don't like how they feel in my mouth. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that don't work for me.
Mm-mm.
DT say it ain't even toasted, it's just white bread. Yeah. Oh God. You know what? The Lord ain't the Lord gonna get them for that. Kobe say, "Oh no, not old possum and rice." He really said old possum. I'm done. Lala say the fairs and unicorns are not pleased. They've taken to the streets to protest. I know that's right. Hey, Toffee Mocha.
Hey, hey.
Oh my gosh. Somebody they've been protesting ever since. I'm so done with my whole life. I just couldn't get over it, y'all. So tell me this, Bianca, what you think was going on? You think Candy pretending to try to fight somebody? Because I don't believe she could fight. I don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see it play out because y'all know I love Candy. I love her. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see it play out.
I love Candy too, but she'll if at you.
She a who? I ain't
She'll
hear
Shit.
if
that.
at you. She'll buck at you.
But like bucking don't help you if you can't fight.
I know, but she'll buck at you in hopes that someone will stop it. Stop it, you know. You know, like she did with Nene. I'm about to put on your
It
ass.
ain't gonna
Good.
do nothing.
Ain't gonna do nothing. And
And
it's
what's
all
funny though, but when Mallory told her she'll beat her tail, that heifer, she calmed on down. She calmed right on down.
and if
Who is
all else
Mallory?
fails, she'll
Oh,
just
Cynthia's
cry.
sister. Yep,
Cynthia's sister,
Cynthia's sister.
sister, yeah.
Cynthia was gonna lay her. I mean, Mallory was gonna lay her out down.
And she didn't even raise her voice, honey. She made it so clear
Because you can tell Mallory ain't for the BS though.
at all.
You can tell that Mallory was like, hold on now,
Yeah,
not
she
my
was like, I
sister.
will beat her tail. She said that real clear, like I will beat Candace behind. I say, okay. Well, all right now.
If all else fails, she'll start crying.
She gonna do that anyway from the beginning. She gonna start that Billy Goat bleating.
Yeah, Candy is a crier. Candy is absolutely a crier. She's
She's so annoying.
absolutely a hollerer.
Oh, she's a holler box.
That is not a Taurus trait.
Straight holler box. But I just want. I'm wondering if they putting on, hoping that we'll get interested in the show for next season because I think they know that they absolutely pissed everybody off this go round. I think they
Yeah.
know.
I think they know that was their last season for us.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
because
Honestly.
have to turn it up this season. They have to. They probably scared their jobs are in jeopardy. All of them. They should be.
Yeah, they should be.
and see, this is my theory, right?
I
Lord,
know you
DT
have one.
DT talking about Candy is Atlanta's town crier. Have mercy. But this is
Facts,
my
DT.
theory.
Facts, DT.
This is my theory. When it comes to Atlanta, everybody was kind of like, "Oh, they bringing everybody back," but I don't know if that's a good sign. It almost feels like y'all not really bouncing people out, trying to like regroup and
Right.
let's get another configuration. I feel like they doing that because it's like, oh well, if y'all can't make it pop, you're done. Like we not bringing in no more ringers. We not trying to do nothing to save y'all. Either y'all gonna save yourself or this is just it.
Ain't spending no more money.
That's the impression I'm getting. Like they bringing in this girl, the one that owned the hair care line or whatever. And so I'm
Oh
like, okay,
yeah. Ooh.
yeah, Camille, the one that owned Camille Rose.
Mm-hmm.
The isn't she Somali? Wherever she is, she's a real pretty girl.
She is. She's very pretty. I use her products actually.
I
Okay,
do
cool.
too.
And so with that, and I'm like, y'all bringing her in, but I don't know if she full time or if she just a friend. I haven't really got that story straight. And then they gonna let Manyetta be on the show, and we know she's about as exciting as I'm not gonna say what I almost said because
A full time.
Sin,
Imagine full time.
Sin already said she glad she already ate, so I ain't gonna say the wrong thing. But
Full
she's
time. How did they make
definitely,
her full time?
huh?
How did they make her full time? She was
I
barely
don't know.
a
I
friend.
don't, and I still don't know whether she's gonna be like an official friend of the show or whether she getting a peach. I don't know that part. And people is guessing and stuff and claiming they got sources, but I don't know that.
Right.
But I personally feel like they not doing a whole lot as far as bringing in people, moving people around because it's like they basically leaving them girls to the wolves. Like if y'all can't make it happen, you're just done. Lala say if her fist are as unstable as her vocal cord, she's in danger.
Oh, la la.
Now you know what? That family can't take no more L's. They already got Akbar running around here barking at people and fighting in slow motion like she fighting through the mud. So I hope to God Candy don't get out there and do nothing like that. Say what happened to Fat Tomb. I don't think Fat Tomb coming back after she tried to steal Drew's pocketbook. Charlene is crazy talking about you can hire her for funerals for the dramatics. Y'all is too much. Miss Mississippi Sister say they taking handouts and scripts from beach mansions, my Capricorn Capri Suns. Okay. They taking handouts and scripts. You talking about RHOA? Lala say, can we teach her voice box to get sturdy? Lala, go to the corner. Just
All the
go.
way to the corner. One
Just
leg up.
go. She want Candy voice box to get sturdy. Golly. Really? Oh. Oh, my stomach hurting. My stomach is sore from laughing last night. And here come Lala with this foolishness. Snow White say Candy knew the fans was trying to vote her out. That's why she been on everybody YouTube interviews. Right. Right. And see, she another one that this like Candy didn't think this mess through, man. You didn't want Nene there because you thought if she left, you could be the star. Girl, you couldn't be the star if we shot you up into the sky. You wanted Portia gone because you was jealous of her. Y'all wanted everybody with a personality gone, right? She didn't consider once everybody with the personalities are gone, like there's nobody for you to hide behind. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Like now what you gonna do?
All of them.
All
She
of them, right? Right.
Seriously, all of them.
And it's real pitiful at this point. Like I don't even want to pick at them no more. Like this is one of them times you just want to have a conversation. Like, did you even think this through? Did y'all think this through at all? Them clear people wanted them ladies gone so they didn't have to pay them. But you, with your stupid self, did you think this through? Did you not realize we was gonna see that the people who didn't already see? Because I already saw that them helpers ain't had no personalities.
But you know what? For a lot of shows, I feel like the beginning mess them up. Because for a lot of shows, the beginning, when it comes to reality shows,
Mm-hmm.
the beginning are always the best.
Sometimes, because if you ask me, Potomac started off dry and they got lit. Okay, sis got a explanation for me. She said she mean YouTubers are taking scripts, acting like they seeing angels in the corner, but they're reading lines from the Freemasons that oppress daughters, moons, and stars. Now I'm interested in that. Sis, hit the link because I don't know if I know what you mean. So they taking scripts and they acting like they seeing angels in the corner, but they reading lines from Freemasons that oppress daughters, moons, and stars.
Wait a minute, the YouTubers are reading lines from Freemasons?
Yeah, that's what she's saying. She's saying, I want to know who's doing this stuff. So it's like, is it something like Freemasons are giving people to try to influence people? Like, what's hit the link, sis?
Come on, Mississippi.
Come
Call
on, Miss
in. Come
Mississippi.
on.
Cause I'm interested. Like, what that mean? What do that mean? Snow White said, "You always nail the Shanitra. Now she has nobody to hide behind." Right? They kept crying and milling in the dirt because Nene's personality was so big. But if you ask me, Nene's big personality was a shield, and it saved all of their necks for a long time. They could hide behind her big personality. And yes, y'all too. Hold hands and skip off to the reflection corner. Head on over.
Gone on. Gone on.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But that's my thing. Like they didn't think it through. They didn't think it through, and then they didn't even consider like, okay, hold on, say, well, we call them clear folks over here, but I can work with that. Say have been putting a wedge between black folks. I guess they are using men against women. Oh yeah, definitely doing that. Definitely doing that, honey. For sure, for sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, hit the link anytime. I'm interested in that conversation because just like we was talking about earlier, everybody want to drag Wendy Williams through the mud. You know, she doing this, she doing that, she crazy, she unstable, blase squaze. All that might be true. But Kanye, normal. Ray J over there howling at the moon, and everybody just laughing it off. Ain't nobody took his bank accounts, tried to lock him up and steal from him. So it's like, it's the double standard. Like the fact
Yeah.
that people like Kanye and all of them keep Lizzo name in their mouth. Oh, it's unhealthy. They promote unhealthiness. The clear people trying to kill us, and that's why they promoting Liz. Like Lizzo is not running around killing people. What's she doing? Just kicking in doors like the Kool-Aid man, sitting on folks. Like what is you saying?
Yeah.
And it's always, overweight and health. Like Rick Ross ain't been running around here flinging his titties at people for the last 10 years.
Not only that, mind your business.
But this my thing. If you's a busybody and people's, BMI, cellulite and cellular heavy is worrying you that bad, why is it only the women's bodies with extra meat is bothering you?
Mm.
DJ Khaled over there, his blood type is Crisco. And that don't bother nobody. Like I say, Rick Ross ain't stopped slanging, and he ain't stopped slanging his titties at people yet. He lost weight and went and found it all back and found extra for the women.
It's the insecurity that Lizzo lacks that bothers them.
Nah,
Because
that
she's
ain't what's
good with
bothering them.
herself.
The fact
She's good with
the fact
herself.
that she got an XX chromosome is what bothers them. Because everything turned into it's about health, as long as it's about a black woman. You got hell did it, and mind you, he got a right to gain weight. With that kind of money, I'm sure you've been eating good. He done messed around and got him a little round hustle belly, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Beyonce messed
Mm-hmm.
around and ate a half a tuna sandwich. Oh, she gained weight.
Yeah, you
They was
right.
over there picking at Nicki Minaj because she done picked up some weight. The girl don't look bad like that now. I don't really cut for her, but she don't look bad like that. You would have
Right.
thought she came out there looking like Suzanne Summers or somebody, like real puffy. She or Carrie Underwood or something. She came out there with a little bit of extra weight. She still maintained her shape, and they was ready to fall dead. Rihanna had a whole baby, and they sitting up clocking her body, clocking her waistline.
Yep.
Meanwhile, they all walking around built bad.
Like I say, blood type Crisco.
Shaped just like a beanbag.
Hmm.
All that meat pile up there like dirty clothes, and ain't nobody saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But he went and got
Mm-hmm.
liposuction. So we wouldn't make fun of him like we did Rob.
But the problem is, and he's still overweight. He still look uncomfortable.
Very.
He got a meat turtleneck around his head right now. That's not his regular neck. That's extra neck. Hey guys, anointed daughter.
Hey, hey.
He got a whole extra neck right now. I'm not mad at him for getting lipo. I'm mad because he ain't went back to get some more. What you waiting on? Lala say Rick and his double D cups been problematic for years, and no one says anything. Not to mention he refuses to wear a bra. Just shameful. Bra, hell, he won't even put on a shirt. He'll come out there, belly just flapping, and his belly so big where the belly button at it looked like it cut it in half, so it looked like a booty cheek in the front. And he
Not
out
a
there
booty.
doing X-rated shows, just flinging his front booty and his breast at everybody, making it clap and everything. Is this Mississippi? Mississippi, this you?
Hi, good evening.
Hey.
Is this Mississippi?
Yes, this is a
Hey,
Hello,
painting.
hello,
This is a
hello.
painting. Hi, Queen.
how you doing?
Netera. Is that how you say your name?
Shanitra, or you could just say Nitra.
Nitra. How are you, ladies? And
I'm
hey,
good.
Queen.
Hey, how are you?
So now
Hey,
talk to
Essence,
me
how are
some more
you?
about what you talking about. It's late night. Let's go.
Yes, well, I've been noticing for the past year some of the YouTuber influencers that I used to watch for spiritual guidance or tarot card readings. I would notice that they would look in the corner or take
Mm.
out earphones or earbuds out their ear, and that they seem to be channeling messages from operators that are behind the scenes. Then I started to notice people's eyes actually wandering and reading scripts.
Oh, that's what you talking about. Now, see, I don't never see them channels, because I don't
Mm-mm.
do the terror stuff. But I believe everything you saying. Like, okay, reason being is because I noticed that one, there was like this whole push for everybody to try to connect to something spiritual. Either they was running to God, they was running to ancestral African practices, they was running to tarot crystals, burning this, charging that, running to different spiritual connections, right? And
Right.
then right after that, I started noticing like it wasn't just people seeking this stuff out. It was almost like they was being pulled in different directions. And it's almost like something artificial entered the game to try to influence how people think. If you're gonna connect to it, I'm gonna use this to try to manipulate you.
Right. And it's very scary because people's freedom of speech is being limited by freemasons in the background pursuing women to put out certain angelic messages or channel messages, and they're actually propaganda messages so people can bait and trap people into signing contracts to become eastern stars. But what people don't know is these Prince of Hall Masons are being controlled and operated by Scottish Rite Masons who or Caucasian white people who are actually designed to cause separation between so-called black people. That's their purpose, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one black person over here warring, then he don't have nobody to help him. There might be 1,000 black people over there who might be against them. He's going to go get dominions who have dominion and who are domesticated on earth to help him fight. And those people, unlike melanated beings, they can't leave Earth. They are designated. They are at the bottom. They are dominion. They ascend and rise up out of caves in hell, unlike
Mm-hmm.
angels who fall down to earth, who are descending, who came down to meet them in the middle. But we're very important, and that's why we leave and we're important and we go back up and we come back
Mm-hmm.
down. And they are bored. That's why they like to stay in a house for years and don't like to migrate. They're so bored that they just want to keep us here with them. They don't want us to leave. So they hire our own to catch us. And they want to take the daughters of men and keep on bringing us down here, and they want to keep control over us. So we have to get on top of the beast. We have to get on top of the sky and the horse. We can't let them ride us. We can't let the beast be on top of us anymore, because that's how they keep on winning, not because of black and white, because they're using man against woman.
Now you know what? That's an interesting take on it. And I never looked at it that way. That's a tool of, you know, the enemy like that. And I will say this: while our belief systems might be different, I agree with you that there's something going on between black men and black women. Now, I had did
Mhm.
a stream about this way last year about this whole about these so-called gender wars that's been going on, and you'll see, a brother come out of nowhere. Oh, all black women this, all black women that, just like a bunch of rude, like negative, and it's not even just like insults. It's dark, like bad energy, like bad energy, bad juju. And then you'll see a
Right.
sister come out, and she got a bunch of
Doing the
men.
same thing, bashing a
Yeah,
man.
right. Oh, all these black men, they this, they that. Oh, divest, run over here. Meanwhile, we keep seeing our young sisters going on Tinder, meeting up with these strange clear men and coming up dead, waking up dead the next day.
It's
And
Mm,
horrible.
they
mm.
still telling them, oh, divest, all these black men ain't no good, this, that, and the third. And my thing is, it's like, what are y'all getting out of this? Why are y'all going to this extreme?
They're
You
getting
remember
paid.
you remember that stream, DT? Thank you. I'm glad somebody remembers that because I did a whole stream about it, and I entitled it, you were supposed to love me. And it's like we were literally designed, programmed, created to love each other.
I saw
And
that.
and something weird entered the game, and now
Right.
it's like it's cool, it's encouraged for us to literally hate each other. And I'm like, I had a lot of thoughts about it, and I try to hold back because it is a lot of censorship. And I know Google will censor the hell out you, if you start talking the truth. Okay. Right, Snow White. The enemy is just sitting back laughing at all of it. That's what they doing. They sitting back laughing. You say just like at the end of the Michael Jackson Thriller song. Yep. You remember that stream? Okay. So since we
Right.
talking, I'm so glad Mississippi came up, girl. Welcome here. Now,
Thank you for having me.
oh, always, child, all sisters welcome over here, brothers too. We do love over here on this porch.
Yes.
So my real thought process is that I believe there is an agenda to demonize us procreating with us.
Oh
Mm,
yes.
I think
mm.
that's the agenda, to
Oh
the extent
yes.
that you can't even look at the television commercials. If it's a commercial, if they show a black mama, the daddy got to be a different color. If they show a black daddy, the mama got to be a different color. And if whichever parent is black, they don't let them comb their hair. The children hair gonna be frizzy, sticking all over their head. It's like, what the hell message y'all trying to send, man? Like, you trying to tell us that black means loving other people? And I know it's working. I'm gonna tell you how I know it's working. I know it's working because, once again, that old tickety talk. I don't go on there. The children go on there. I'm too old for that. But this silly black woman, this sister of ours, it was on there crying and talking crap because this clear boy went on a date with a woman from all 50 states, and all of those women he dated looked like his mama, and he had every right to do so. But the fact that this sister was upset and making a video about it as though she had a point, as though she ate like he did something wrong by choosing his own women. It's like, oh, y'all programmed and defeated like a son of a gun. What the hell is going on here? Why are you upset and incensed? Other than you have really been programmed that you're not supposed to love your own people, and you upset with other people for loving their folks.
Do you have that, Sinitra?
Talking about that TikTok. I don't watch TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. Hey, Ty
Oh,
Bowden. Girl, where you been? I miss you. I
I
guess
tried.
Mississippi will come back. I don't know what happened. But it's just like, it was crazy. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
It was.
She sounds ill.
Yeah, it's a programming. Definitely programming. Straight up.
Where's Mississippi?
That's why I say hers got disconnected. I guess she'll click it again. Mississippi, if you listening, girl, click the link again. Or anybody else for that matter. It ain't gotta just be her. Anybody can. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. We just kicking it tonight. But the thing that gets me is that I be feeling like nobody sees it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nobody sees it. Like, look how they treated that young man. What was that little fella's name? The one that was in the Star Wars picture. What's his name, Bianca?
From London?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't
What's
know
the
that
best?
black?
Yeah,
I'm
the
trying to
one that
think of
said
it.
that's dating Lori Harvey right now.
Yeah, that young man.
Hmm.
What's his name? One of
I'm
y'all
trying
put
to
his
think
name
of
in the
it.
chat. They got mad at him for simply saying that he prefers black women. John Boyega. Thank you, DT. I knew I was gonna know it when I seen it. They got so angry with that young man for just saying that. And I was like, what are y'all mad about? Are you angry like he doesn't have a right to say that he wants to date, marry, and possibly procreate with somebody who has something in common with him? Like,
What's his
why is that so
preference?
offensive? Why are you so mad? I remember a few years back they got mad at Idris Elba for saying that. It's almost like they saw him as like big black buck. You know, we have a right to access to your body, and we know it ain't love because it's already been proven. They'll have 25 children with a black counterpart and still be racist as hell.
Right.
So it ain't got nothing to do with love. It's like they feel like they're entitled to access to your body, but it's not just due to you know sexual deviation. I think it's due to the fact of fear of genetic annihilation. I really believe that. Like I read the ISIS papers and I take that to my heart. DT said, I remember the Clear Girls Collective got so angry, but they didn't show it. Okay. Essence. Is this Mississippi?
Hey,
This
Welcome
Essence?
back.
yes.
Hey, Essence.
Hey,
Okay. How you doing?
good. Thank you for having me.
Is this Mississippi?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're back.
I thought I knew your voice, but the name had changed. I'm like, is that her? Now you know you can turn your camera off. That way you don't have to try to black out the screen and stuff.
Thank you.
If you hit the little camera, it'll shut off. Like at
Okay.
the bottom of your screen. There you go.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
But yeah, they was real. They was real mad at them boys just for saying that they wanted to date black women. Like who? Nobody insulted you. Why are you so angry
right.
about a black person saying that they don't want to allow you access to their bodies?
Right.
You got your dream journal, la la. I'm so glad. I hope everybody gets their dream journal. Now, the link is in the description box below the video. But if you don't grab it there, if you go to Amazon.com and just type in my first name, you can still get your dream journal. It's important, okay? Because I want you to document what you dream and make sure that you're paying attention so you can interpret that symbolism as it comes to you. It's important. Make sure you have it. I'm so glad you got it. So now, Mississippi, you back. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad you're here now.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But honey, I thought about that. You right. It's something going on with this whole. It's almost like a demonic agenda to separate men, and black women. And I'm watching.
That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It really don't go no farther than that. That's the whole purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly feel that's why we have been experiencing social distancing and mandates that require us to be apart from each other,
Mm-hmm.
all the way as far as back to welfare and us having to sue our brothers and lovers to get child support. I feel like every generation they make up some type of ordeal to try to cause order out of chaos to keep
Mm-hmm.
us separate because we're so resilient and vibrant as a people. We're so bouncy and they know it. So they plan strategically ahead. For example, I'm a 90s baby. And when I was born, there was a lot of violence in America with the Crips and the Bloods, like there was a lot of violence in Africa with the countries Rwanda and Uganda. And I also
Right.
did some research and realized that when my parents were born in 1971, they shut down the gold standard. Then I noticed when their parents was born that they had another pandemic. So they always find a way to target each generation because they know each generation comes with something different and powerful to uplift us. So they tried to get my peers distracted with pills, whether it was marketing through cartoons and stuff, schmackers, so they really got the 80s and the 90s baby, um looking at Molly just like they got the 60s and the 70s babies to look at crack.
Oh, okay. Your mama then was born in 71. That means you young. I know that's right. Let me tap into some of this youth up here. I want to be young too. Um, but this the thing, right? If you watch them close enough, you can almost see the pattern. If you watch them close enough, y'all, you can almost see the pattern. You can see it like now, the way everything is falling, you can see it. But what scares me is like a lot of our folks, they don't look for no patterns. They don't even pay attention that something's wrong. They just go along with it. They jump on the bandwagon. Whatever everybody else saying, they gonna say it too. Just to sound cool. Like the stuff we was talking about with them two preachers getting into it. It was a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon, said a lot of crazy, wild stuff, and didn't fact check. It's like they didn't even care. It was just like, oh, everybody's saying it. It's almost like they get some kind of euphoric feeling or some type of high from just being a part of the hive. Like this hive mind bull crap, it don't work. And but the thing is, our enemies, our open enemies, understand that that's how we operate to a large degree. And so they use that. They plant the seed and they plant certain people, black looking people, because everybody look black ain't black, period. Some of them is just dustish Americans, period. But they plant them in our midst and they're loud. They give them platforms. They give them the ability to influence with these platforms. They put money behind them and they put these connections behind them because they know once they get the ball rolling, a lot of us don't ask no questions. We do not think critically. We just jump on the bandwagon and be so excited to be a part of the hive. It's a lot of sinister stuff going on, and that's for sure. Kobe say the powers that be are saying it's time for blacks to be absorbed into other viable groups. Exactly, Kobe. That's why I said fear genetic annihilation. If you ain't read the ISIS papers, you might want to, because that's what I think it is. Hey, you
May I
ready?
also add, Queen?
Yeah, go ahead,
Uh,
baby.
when you said that people are getting a high from gossip,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to add, I think that that's exactly what's happening. We have dopamine and serotonin in our brains. And so as indigenous people back in the day, we would be able to just take a piece of cocoa leaf and add it to a sandwich so we can have enough energy for a day of work or go down with some cannabis. But because unfortunately Caucasians lack melanin, they don't have as much as a dope and a high as we do, because currency comes from water, and it's a vibe, it's liquid, it flows. Because they're docile and stagnant and bored, they create vibes less often, and that's why we have friction and static between white and black. There's a gray area in between. So they are basically using our egos and our own dopamine and our own light and our own loyalty and royalty and energy against us. That's how they're tricking us. They're tricking us because they're using psychology, because some of our own people that know us are actually serving them. Some of our own people are against us.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. They will literally plant our people. Well, those people are not our people. Let me restate that again. They are not us. Those are black looking people. Because,
Wow.
because one thing about your black is not just a complexion. Your black is the divine connection to the creator. Please understand that your black is metaphysical. It is not cosmetic. But that's
Yes.
that's that's a conversation for a whole nother day. But they get black looking people, and they have studied us because they done proved time without number that they are obsessed with us. If they could skin us in Wales, they would. Some of them probably have tried.
They did. They used to make
Okay.
leather jackets out
I
of us.
remember. I remember. That's why I kind of corrected myself.
And they know that we can make money just by coming together and singing with each other, vibing with each other, and sharing our energy, because that's what is sold, that's what sells. And they don't have that, so they want to put it on a coin or on a paper
Right.
because they don't have that.
But this is what I'm saying. They have literally watched us and studied us because they are obsessed. They proven they obsessed. Ain't nothing black folks can do. If we put a mile high fence, you're gonna see a bunch of them standing on milk crates peeping. They can't stand for us to be alone with ourselves. They're obsessed. And because they studied us, we ain't studying them because we ain't studying them. Y'all, did y'all catch that play on words? We ain't studying them because we ain't studying them. But they studying us because they need to. They know mainly how we wired, how we move, how we think, all that stuff. So it's like, okay, we figured that they like to move as a unit. We were built to be communal. Like we were created to be communal. And so that's why we always, no matter where you put us, we will group ourselves into communities. We're built to be communal. If it's not a tribe, we'll find a way to create a tribe like setting even in Babylon over here. And they understand that for the most part, because we are communal, we move like a pack, we move in a hive. That's why they keep planting people. They plant these people to plant ideas. Because see, an idea is what takes root. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Queen. And I wanted to also say the young couldn't be, anything without the elders, because we may be the news, northwest, east, and south, the new, but we can't be new without El, and that's God, and that's the elders. So it's an exchange. We have to teach each other. Like for instance, my younger siblings might teach me and advance me with computer skills, but I might teach them some drawing skills or some graphic design skills to apply to it. So we need each other.
Mm-hmm. But
And also, I would like to add about, I'm starting to think that some of these people that are so called Black, or even military or police, or
mm,
just regular teachers or lawyers or doctors that may be a part of that organization, I feel like, there are defenders within organizations who may sign up for Freemasonry or Eastern Star, but are actually not helping them, making it seem like they're helping white people's purpose or the government's purpose, but they're actually sabotaging them in it. That's
it's
another thing that I'm
possible.
starting to see.
Like it's possible. I can't say a whole lot about them because I really don't know. Because they are secret and they play a lot close to the vest. I do have a
I
lot of.
never signed up for it, but I was raised by them.
I mean,
But
that's what I was about to say. I have a lot of Masons in my family.
me too,
My
likewise.
my uncles, great grandpa, like literally hard down. I got a lot of Eastern Stars in my family, but
Likewise.
I can't say nothing about what they do on the inside because I was told by my mother to stay away from anything pagan, and so by her estimation, that appeared to be very pagan. And so, me being the little Baptist girl that I am, I listened to my mama and stayed away from things that ain't had nothing to do with me. So anything's possible. They could have infiltrators. They could have whatever. I see a lot of stuff. People talk about, oh, they doing this, they doing that. To me, I live my life real simple, honey. Things are either right or they wrong. If it's wrong, anything you do, anything come out of it, I don't care how good it look, it's gonna turn wrong.
Yes, Queen. I've been so curious because I don't come from a branch that was into masonry, but I was around it. So with YouTube, I've been able to learn so many things that I couldn't learn because I wasn't under those masons. I didn't have the knowledge. So thanks to YouTubers who may have dipped and dabbled in that information, I've been able to study it and learn it more as an adult and come to certain awarenesses. So I really don't know what they do either. And I don't go to the after parties, and I don't want to find out, because the more you know and the more you tell them, the more they target you. So I'm just understanding that sometimes I just have to act like I don't know.
Yeah, and sometimes, because I'm older than you. You told me how old your mama and them is, so I know your parents along with me. And let me tell you something for free. Sometimes you leave stuff alone. Everything ain't to be told. Everything ain't to know. Hey Rita,
Right.
how you doing,
Thank
boy?
you.
But knowledge is power.
Yeah, that's what clear people say. Y'all kill me repeating what them people told y'all. Let me tell you something. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is a tool. And knowledge is something that can be very dangerous. Let me tell
Oh
you.
yeah.
Listen, sis. I'm finna go ahead and drop some real knowledge. You know what got Adam and Eve and them in trouble over there in their garden when they were supposed to be minding their business?
Knowledge.
Thank
No.
you. It was the knowledge of good and evil. That tree was not the tree of good and evil. It was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. See, one thing about knowledge. See, that's why some of y'all need to come to Bible study. I'm just gonna be quiet, but knowledge is the first step in the line to illumination or revelation. You can never have revelation or illumination, meaning to know, understand, unlock, and be able to apply anything without knowledge first. But there's some things that don't need to be illuminated, revealed, or unlocked. All knowledge ain't good knowledge. Clear people will run around telling you knowledge is power, because look who their daddy is. We ain't got the same daddy. They daddy thrive on knowledge is power, because that's how he move. We ain't got no business moving like that. It's some things that we don't need knowledge of.
Well, when I say that, I mean it in that way.
I
That's
know what you mean, but I'm
okay.
just
Okay.
saying, with
Okay.
me, words mean things.
This is true.
I agree with both of
Absolutely.
you because ignorance is bliss. And now that I know this stuff, I have no bliss. I'm glad I know, but it's just like, I wish I knew some just more basic things because this is just too much.
That's right. And see, and this is the killer part, right? People who have like true knowledge, true understanding, there's an old saying, and this didn't come from clear people. This came from my daddy. Those that really know don't talk, and those that talk so much don't know much.
Oh yes.
The people who really know something, they ain't saying nothing. Half them people on YouTube, oh, I know this, and this means that, and this symbol means this, and oh, I know about that. They usually don't know nothing. They guessing just like you. The people that really know, they quiet. They somewhere watching and people guess and make wild claims. I know for a fact, I done sat back and watched people say all kind of outlandish stuff. And I just be looking like, if y'all knew what the truth really was, you wouldn't talk so much. That's why I spend my time telling jokes and talking about rich folks, because the stuff is deep. Some of that deeper knowledge is meant to be left right where it's at, in the deep.
True.
Because
I've
once you
also
know it, it
realized
affects you.
in a couple months that silence is the devil and the spoken tongue is the word of God with the throat chakra. And that's another reason why they wanted us to have masks over our mouths or wanted us to have muzzles over our mouths as slaves. They want to cut the cord. They want to stop us from talking. They want to choke us and suffocate us because they know that the tongue is powerful and that we can speak things into existence. They know they may say, oh, that person's a whistleblower or that person's a whiz, but they know that the wind spreads information like seeds. And they know that by a person just putting an alarm out there or an alert can change the whole frequency, not only in a room, but across nations. They know a person like you, Queen, could put a video on here teaching us and influencing us. They know that one of your viewers might be a royal from a different country and he might be inspired and decide to do better for his people because of that. And so as an individual, sometimes I might drop a jewel here or pick one up from you and share it
Mm-hmm.
with the person or a neighbor, and
Mm-hmm.
it might create massive changes. And that's why they have the media, and that's why they use education and communication to influence us, because they know as consumers that we ingest that stuff and we share it, and it goes back into the environment, and it just spreads.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
But now
important to speak up.
and let me drop something else on you though. It's important to speak up, but only when you are intentional with your words. Vain babbling is dangerous as hell. Plum, thank you so much for the super sticker. How you doing, boo? I didn't know you was up. Latavia up in here. Hey, boo.
And
Some
also, there is
no,
nothing that I do in vain. I
no,
work for
not you,
God. I
baby.
don't work for man. I
No,
don't
I don't
serve
mean
man.
you. I'm just talking in general, baby. I'm
My
just
name is
saying
Essence. Don't use my name in vain.
what that mean.
I don't do things in vain. I don't
Okay.
sneak this people. I don't set up and arrange things in sentences and parables and paragraphs so it can allude to something or paint a certain picture to discredit someone or shame someone. I'm being very direct.
No, we're not talking about you. We're talking. I thought we was just talking in general.
I'm not saying we're talking about me. I'm just making it very clear. I'm making my
Okay.
point clear.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what matters. Clear lives matters. All lives matters. Like yours. You're making your point clear. You're on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm just making myself clear.
Yeah. But what I'm saying though, is like we have to be like super intentional with our words to the extent that some of those people they playing in our communities with nasty ideas, dangerous ideas, is to get people going so we can get their mouths going. Because see, one thing about it, but if the power of life and death is in the tongue and the power of manifestation is in the tongue, when you start talking, one person has the power to manifest because we were made in his image. But if you can get two people saying the same thing, if you can get 10 people saying the same thing, if you can get 300 people saying the same thing, that's power. That's power. But it's not power for good because the stuff that they're influencing people to say now is downright, a lot of it demonic. Demonic. Like ain't no two ways about it. It don't even make no sense. And that's what they doing. They want people to just start babbling, repeating. Don't think, just repeat. Don't think, just repeat.
I
And that
agree with
part
you.
is scary.
I've been seeing a lot of distractions and idle and vain convos going on. So I can see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, okay, look at it from this angle too. They drop ideas out there. They'll drop ideas out there like this, like the stuff with the climate. They'll call it a crisis, right? They'll drop it out there. They'll say they'll make outlandish claims, stuff that don't make no sense on both sides. Because I don't trust no politician. Everybody on the porch know that. I don't care if you wear red, blue, plaid, polka dots. If you're a politician, I don't trust you. They all lie. But they'll drop those ideas. They'll go get a black looking celebrity, somebody who already has influence, somebody they've already created. The puppet is there, strings are attached. They'll drop this person in the middle of us and cause them to, and tell them, program them, give them their orders to say certain stuff. And because they already have influences in place, before you know it, everybody that's being influenced, that's within their sphere of influence, start repeating or parroting the same message. That's the thing right there. That's more dangerous. That's the most dangerous thing they're doing now, especially with them censoring everything we say, even on YouTube. I got
Yeah, and that happens on the big channels too, with like NBC and
yeah.
CB. Like they'll all have the same type of report.
They do because you got to look at now. We talk about. I don't know if you ever been over here during the day when we do our Florida Negro news and stuff, and we talk about what goes on with corporate media. Corporate media is state run. The government hit them up, tell them what to say, and when you look, they all say the same thing. Sometimes they even use the same catchphrases. So like you could really see how that thing runs. So the government, the powers that be, the golden billion, WEF, they all controlling what's being said on the major news outlets because it's corporate and it's state run. Then on platforms like this where you got private people that we ain't being paid by nobody, we can say what we want to say. What they got is the people that own it, which are part of the machine. They hanging over our heads with censorship. If you say this, we're gonna strike you. If you say this, we're gonna stop you from posting. If you say
Or
this,
they'll delete your
we're gonna
video.
take down your channel. If you say this, we're gonna limit your monetization. If you say this, it's so many different. They'll come at you and sanction you 100 ways to try to control your speech. Or you'll look up and ain't none of your people get notifications. They shadow banning you, all type of stuff. It gets insane. They did it on Twitter. Now
Right.
Elon got it. I'm scared because this fool finna let everybody say all kind of everything. Even though I do believe in free speech and I believe people have a right to say what they want to say, and even though I don't believe in vain babbling, I don't believe in people just saying stuff just to say it. I also do believe in a right to say it. I would hope that people would be a little more intentional, but whether they choose to be intentional or not, it's still their right to say it.
Right. Like with me, I'd be afraid to say certain things because I don't want to intend a security breach with the people that I love, because me saying certain things could cause people that I love or I'm close to be targets. And I don't want that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I withhold a lot of information. But there's certain petty things that I might say just so
Mm-hmm.
I can let them know, hey, back off. We know that you're operating like this, but I won't try to say too much because I can't back it
Mm-hmm.
up. I might can talk certain talks, but I can't right now. I can't defend myself if
Right.
they was to come at me.
Right. And that's the key. And that it all comes down to being strategic. It all comes down to being strategic. And sometimes, as my daddy would say, sometimes dummying up is the quickest way to be strategic. It's a whole lot that I know. And I say I don't I can honestly say I don't say 25% of what I know most times. I will sit there and we can laugh and tell jokes all day, all night. I will sit there and laugh at Ray J with his blonde hair, tasting himself, whispering all type. I will laugh about everything before I start talking about what I really know. Because sometimes what you know will put you in trouble.
That's beautiful. I think that's really optimistic. Just to enjoy life because that's what it's about, having fun, enjoying life, you
Mhm.
know? And I'm even starting to just play more music on my phone through YouTube and letting them hear that opposing to tapping into some deep videos because I don't even
Mhm.
want them to know that I know.
Bingo.
So
That's
I'll be like,
that's what it comes
Alexa,
down
put
to.
Little Kim on, or Alexa, put Biggie on, instead
Put
of
something.
Alexa, put some deep esoteric stuff on, because I don't even want them to know. I might just have to go to the library and just read it, you know?
Yep. And that's real because at the end of the day, like we here right now because a lot of our forebears were smart enough not to let them people know what we know. I worked in
Right.
prisons. I worked in them prisons longer than I would like to admit because then I got to tell the truth about how old I am. However, I will tell you this: when you sit up and in a place like that, and I was in the state of Florida, one of the most racist states in the U.S. They're aggressive with it. They don't hide it. It's just straight down the middle. And I survived as long as I did because I knew how to dummy up. You can't make me know nothing. I don't care if you feel like I know. I don't care if you know in your gut that I know something. You can't prove I know it. Dig it out my head then. That's how I lived. I got by like that. I would tell jokes and play crazy all day. I knew where everything was. I knew how everything worked. I knew how everybody got paid. I knew who was around here shorting stuff and moving supplies and I knew a little bit of everything about everything that went on. But I survived by being quiet. Nothing. Nada. Mm-mm. I do the same thing on YouTube. Like when I do the news during the day and the afternoons, I tell the truth about what's going on. I don't get too deep into what I really, really think. Only because one, I know they watching. Two, they'll be gonna snatch my whole channel down if I start talking. They'll snatch this channel down and they might send somebody to knock on my door.
Oh
But
no.
I don't trust them.
Have you ever have you ever looked at some of the videos that you would upload and see them and then go back to them and not see them at all? And then you would go back and then they re-pop up?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Because I was thinking, like, my friend had told me that he experienced in that and he felt like YouTube was threatening to take down some of his videos. I was just wondering if it was with others,
Mm-mm,
something like
no,
that.
it ain't happened to me like that. I haven't had that happen. I did go through with, like I said, constant shadow banning, constant like limiting monetization, like all type of stuff. This ain't my bread and butter, so it really wasn't no big deal. But they sure did it. Like they did a lot of little stuff. I just be watching. I don't say much. I just watch.
Right.
Hmm. Because at the end of the day, like you have to know who you are. Once you know who you are, you know your capabilities, you know what you can and can't do, and you know what your enemies can and can't do with you. So it ain't no point in getting excited.
Thank you.
You know, that's what keep you calm and keep you at peace. Ain't nothing to get excited over. Ain't nothing to see because whatever they gonna do, there's a scope and a limit to what they can do. You can
And
only
I learned honestly that they can't do nothing unless we give them permission. And
bingo.
that's why I was able to calm down like 2 years ago when I first was entering. And I know you're not pagan, but when I was entering my Saturn return, my first one at 28,
Hmm.
I was a little irritated because I was ignorant. I didn't know. But now that me and my associate, we found out if we don't get in her car, if we don't let them in our house, if we don't take their food or their drink, if they don't have vampiric permission, then they can't subdue us. We have to give them permission, and that's the only way they can hurt us.
That's true. That's one of those spiritual laws. That's true for everybody. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you
And
practice, no matter your spiritual belief system, that's true for everybody. Everything you just said is the truth.
thank you. And I feel like sometimes when I sign up for independent contracts like W-9s or W-2s, I'm giving them permission to play with me. Because I
Hmm.
would notice I would get a job and then get hit by a car while working from another organization. And the lawyer's like, I'm not even going to talk about that here, but I would notice that when I take certain job positions, I'm
Hmm.
signing up a contract. I'm giving them free will to fire me at will, literally meaning to kill me. That's how I
Hmm.
feel because that's why I was hit by a car like that after I got
Ooh.
the promotion.
Oh, now let me tell you this. Since we talking in this late night, oh, I like these late night talks, y'all. We got to do this more often, right? So I don't know if you know this, but there are some companies that are actually demonic.
Mm.
There are. There are some companies that are actually demonic. You know what? A lot of days I wish I could really get into these conversations, but I know, for the most part, our audience, our folks, they don't really want to go that deep. So I just, I keep it on the surface. But there are actually some companies that are demonic. Just, just like you said, what you were just talking about, what you alluded to that you went through, stuff like that is real. Like, don't feel like you crazy. Don't feel like you reaching. You're not reaching. That's real, and that might have actually happened. For all you know, that company itself could have been demonic. There are companies out there, you sign a contract with them, you are literally entering into covenants and agreements, spiritual agreements, by signing on with certain places. Everything that's built, whether it's a business, a city, a state, a country, is all built on the premise and the spirit of kingdoms. Every kingdom has a head. Every kingdom has a head. So when you go sign up to a company, when you don't know who the head is, you really are taking chances. You really you taking your life in your own hands or handing it over to somebody else because you don't know who you're signing an agreement with. An agreement is powerful. An agreement is powerful. Go ahead, baby.
I'm just very thankful for you because you inspired me. Um, I realized that one of the kingdoms is the air, and I know that the devil has principality or control over the air and the masses. And I see what you're doing, Queen. You are a journalist, and you and your entire nation. You're expanding their uh, horizons just by speaking, and that's freedom of speech. I just realized by listening to you, the freedom of speech is having your own platform and having your voice, to have the power to talk and not to use their money, and to be independent and to use your own words to generate a flow of income and not to be tied down. But it's okay to have a job or a contract sometimes, but as long as you're safe, you know that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting distracted. I'm just so inspired to now try to be more independent as a businesswoman and as
Mm-hmm.
an entrepreneur, even if I have a maybe a demonic LLC or a Masonic copyright. I might have to do that right now because I was born in a slavery. I have a birth certificate. I have a social security card. So I have to use money. There's no way I can get out of it at this point. The world's not ready for that. But in the meantime, in between time, I could try to invest some of that energy into myself, using my voice so I don't put myself
Mm-hmm.
at risk when I'm going to work for them to try
Yeah,
to set me up again.
it's true. And then,
Thank
like,
you.
To add on to that, to piggyback on that, you also, when you walk into a situation having understanding, understanding is powerful too. When you walk into a situation having understanding, then you know how to cover yourself before you walk in there. Like a lot of times we got to walk in the lion's den. A lot of times we got to walk in the furnace. A lot of times you got to walk in the middle of your enemies. And sometimes you're going to be surrounded. But when you have an understanding of one, who you are, two, who they are, what your limitations are, what your strengths are, what their limitations are, and you once you understand the rules and those spiritual laws, you can protect yourself walking in. But a lot of people will go sign contracts, they call them an offer letter. And see, letters and work, man, I'm not even gonna get into it because I be done took myself down the rabbit hole. But signing these agreements without any spiritual understanding is dangerous. It might not be dangerous, at all, but you don't know these people. When you signing a contract, you signing agreements, you don't really know.
And may I add, Queen, another way we sign contracts is by downloading apps on our phone
Yes, sir.
and, signing up for certain email lists. Those are also contracts. They have permission to look at our cookies or share our information with marketers.
Let me tell you, I heard tell, and I ain't gonna mention the name of the app, but there was one app I was told was absolutely under the control of the Marine Kingdom, and people would download it and accepting terms and conditions, and I hit and I agree. I said, "Have mercy, God."
Oh my goodness. I just started to learn about the Marine Kingdom like a year or two ago, and that's so
Mhm.
wild. And I live right next to a river, so I be like
Ooh.
kind of like paranoid sometimes, like, what if they come out? I don't know.
Listen, don't feel bad. I grew up in the state of Florida, child. I grew up virtually surrounded by water. And I went through I'll say like the first half of my life having no understanding as to why certain things kept happening to me. And then the
Wow.
older I got and the more understanding I got, the more wisdom I got on that subject, things started making a whole lot of sense. Mm-hmm.
Deep.
Got to be careful about them contracts, and I agree and I accept. And ooh, they gave me a job. They offered me $17,000 an hour. Let me hurry up and sign it. Okay, protect yourself at all times. That's the best. Listen, that's the
Yeah,
best
like
advice
speaking
I
about the Marine Kingdom, Ariel, she signed up for something with Ursula, but she didn't know that she was going to lose her voice.
got. Okay, but and that's really how the devil works. He offer you something and then pull the switcheroo. But now let me tell you the switcheroo to end all switcheroos. The fact that okay, let's really talk since we talking. It's late night. I like you. So
Thank you.
dig this. Now, Satan ain't just got one kingdom. He's not only the prince of the powers of the air. He also has his kingdom under the sea and in the underworld. So
Right.
when they came with the Little Mermaid the first go round, they had the nice little clear cartoon character with the red hair, and she's flopping around and looking clear and unseasoned and whatnot. And here we go. And then, and as we enter this dispensation, where we see more and more of our own folks being interested in reconnecting to spiritual systems and really trying to have more spiritual depth, all of a sudden, now they want to re-release the Little Mermaid with black skin. And I said to myself, and myself said, I say, self, why all of a sudden they want to make this creature black? And I said, I know what a mermaid actually is. Why she need black skin? Why you couldn't leave her clear? Y'all had everything clear before. All you wanted before was clear representation. All of a sudden now you want to make her black. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to seduce my people? Is that what you're doing? You want us to start identifying with something that is on its face pure demonic. Is that what you're doing?
Right. And I was
They
thinking
think they
about that
slick.
with the Princess and her Frog too, in New
Mm-hmm.
Orleans with Tiana and Disney. I was wondering about that too, because I understand that they want to show us off, but they wanted to mix it with voodoo and put up certain depictions. And I learned that voodoo is actually like a European word, and we called it something else. They could have made a movie about an African American princess, an African princess. It didn't have to be about us using I don't know, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like they
But they keep putting it in the media. Listen, we was talking about it because we was watching P Valley. Now don't you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I'm a Baptist girl, but I listen. I like good entertainment, and so I was watching P Valley with the girls over here, and I noticed something. I noticed something. I say, now why for y'all want to sneak witchcraft off in this movie, off in this show, all of a sudden? All of a sudden. I say, so everything with us, you want to try to attach it to that. Are you trying to seduce my people?
right.
Because you see that people like P Valley, they like Uncle Clifford and all his wigs. And Clifford does have wonderful wigs. Love his wigs, by the way. But you saw that it had a big influence, a big impact. People really identified with it. People were able to see, you know, the social constructs and see characters that they could identify with and characters that, you know, closely identified with the people in their own, you know, social groups and things of that nature. And so once you got the buy-in from Black folks, now let's introduce some witchcraft. And they didn't just bring it in, no. They had to tie it to the tall fella that everybody think is so fine. Oh, Diamond so fine. Oh, Diamond so fine. And then this the person you want to attach something demonic to, because you know it's the seduction after all. Then fast forward, move on over there to Real Housewives of Atlanta. You got them over there, they floundering, they flopping, but still more or less they are part of, you know, the Black zeitgeist. You know, they're a part of the cultural soup, so to speak. Here come the witchcraft in there. Next thing you know, you got Fat Tune talking about she gonna smoke out Sheree's coochie. I said, what the hell is going on around here? And then next thing I know, now all of a sudden the mermaid is black. I'm tired of them. Like I see what you're doing, and I won't say the only thing, but the thing that bothers me the most is I be wondering how come the rest of my folks ain't seeing this. I be wondering, am I going crazy? Have I gotten so old that I'm seeing stuff? Am I seeing things? Because it seems like everybody else is running around clapping their hands, talking about, oh, this is wonderful, strange. And ain't nobody paying attention that there's a plot going on right now. I see it.
Yeah, it's just so deep, like how they wait for people to turn 14 years old to be able to get a work permit to influence them so they can turn 18, and maybe now Holly can play Ariel. Like, but before she blew up to mainstream success, I followed her and her sister's music, and those are great girls, but hey, they're not my sisters nor my daughters, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not my decision. I'm not their momager or manager, you know, so I have no control over that. But I know a lot of people, perhaps like my grandfather, was tricked into signing certain contracts with government agencies or
Mm-hmm.
things because they didn't know. He didn't know that when he was going to the Vietnam War as a person in the army, that he would later get up the ranks and get recruited to do certain things and be
Mm-hmm.
certain people. He didn't know that. And so I try not to judge too harshly because I know that they might put something out like P Valley that me and my people identify with, just like they might put out a book or put something even in an ancient book. It's our story, and that's why we relate to it. But that's when they're able to put little certain witchcrafts in it because they know that we resonate with it because it's ours. But behind the person that's directing Cleopatra Jones is a little Jewish man somewhere in the back. And if you look at the end of the film, he has a chain, a choker over the neck of one of the black martial arts people, and and like he's pumping a fist, and then like they do a lot of stuff. Like the cast and crew don't even know sometimes what happens in edits.
Mm-hmm.
And this is and they feel like there's nothing wrong with it because they are doing it upon their survival because they know that they have declination in their birth rate. White people know that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't feel bad because this is how they have to survive
But see that
in,
that's
in rum and
that's what I
Babylon.
said earlier. Y'all got to
They
read the
need us.
ISIS papers.
They can't kill us all because they need us, and they will be bored and not have no good food or fashion
But
or
the thing is,
entertainment without us.
but it's not even so much boredom. They would fail to exist. They would fail to thrive.
They would kill each other, and it would be just the Black Plague all over again, like within a
They,
day,
I'm
probably.
telling you, literally, like you got to read the ISIS papers. You
Yes,
got to
thank you.
read the ISIS. I'm telling y'all, this is the fear of genetic annihilation. This is what you're seeing. That's why this agenda is being pushed so hard because they need something from you. I can't say what I want to say. They need something from you to allow them to keep existing. It ain't because they love you. They need to cannibalize certain things from you in order to keep existing.
I'll say it. Melanin, soul, light, energy. I think.
Mm,
I don't know.
that too, and but it goes a little bit deeper. I just can't say what I want to say. You just, oh Lord, I be wanting to say so much on here, and I just have to be quiet and tell jokes. It's so sad, but it's funny when
And
you think
I
about it.
hope they don't. I hope they don't want store fire from us. Like I hope they don't want our blood in our like waste. Like I hope they don't want my pads and what's in my toilet.
Okay, look, this is
Because I be thinking like, what if they're like I be thinking that sometimes my toilet has a pipe that connects to some type of reservoir where white people go and eat because they're
what.
nasty. And I feel like French people only want chocolate mousse because they're obsessed with black people and they want to eat our shit because they don't have no melanin.
Lord have mercy.
I'm
Oh,
sorry that's kind of foul, but I was just wondering why is all these Greeks like they were mistaken when they seen black women with blue over our eyes and red on our lips. We was just tapping into our chakras through reflexology and they took it to makeup. I honestly feel that they put that mark on our ancestors' ass and burnt that stuff in their mark and on her butt because it's a barcode, just like they put a tag on our
well,
jeans. It tracks
that's
us.
what it was. Well, I won't say but yeah, we all know branding is branding. Same thing they do to cattle, and they were treating us like cattle.
And I
Um,
feel like
and to be
they
and
needed
to
to
be
rape
quite
my
honest,
grandmother.
and to
And
be quite honest, I don't think they see us as much more than cattle now. We are a means to an end for these folks, and that's about it. But when it come down, hold on, let me see what Yvette say because I don't want to miss folks. Vet say, Shaditra, I be catching that about you sometimes when you be laughing and saying, mm-hmm, right, that's me. When I know I'm about to get too deep, I pull back and just say, mm-hmm. I don't say nothing. They ain't gonna get me talking. And next thing you know, they done shadow ban me for another 6 months. So I just, I laugh and say, mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, it's like it's so much that I really want to say. I told my daughter I'm gonna write a book before I die. I'm gonna say everything. I'm gonna get it out, and I just imagine it like that movie with Eddie Murphy. It was something about like the words or the leaves on the tree. When the last leaf fell, he was gonna die or something. And I almost picture it like that. Like by the time I say everything I want to say, probably at the end of the last word and the period on the sentence, maybe God will just let me leave peaceful.
right. I understand that. And it's definitely important to pipe down. Sometimes I have to put a lid on it and a cap. That's
Mhm.
really important because if I don't pipe down, then they're going to use my not nativity to continue to put people through the prisoner pipeline and use pain to be able to pipe, children to come
Mhm.
along and sing their song because they got all these pipes. Mario and Luigi, they're underground. They got they
Mhm.
got all these secret systems, and I don't know. Maybe they want to take our waste and put it in some type of pipe for these reptilians that are living in the ground. Maybe that's why they need melanin in the wintertime. They need our organs in that big Super Bowl so they can feed the snakes in the ground that's living
I
under.
like that. But this is the thing. I'm gonna say this much. I think I can say this much without them coming to get me. I ain't scared though. But you got to look at all that stuff that comes from us eventually. Think about where it ends up. Just think about where it ends up.
In the ocean with the marine spirits.
Bingo. It all goes in the water. And that's why it's like I say what I say, but
Wow.
I try not to say too much. It all goes to the water. That's why you was talking. I just said, mm-hmm. See,
That's deep. And you know how every snowflake is an individual snowflake, it is different and you'll never see one alike. That even turns into water. That's the end cycle, but it's a pure version. And I feel like, I don't know about the marine spirits, but I'm sure, I don't know, maybe they're working for the devil. I'm not sure. I have to do more research, but I know that they want clean waters to be in. And I
but
don't know
who
if
told
they
you that?
have
Who told you they want clean water?
the government, because they've been kicking this
You believe
pollution
them?
thing, cleaner water, and maybe that's why they drowned all our rivers and have these fake lakes and reservoirs, because maybe the marine spirits are actually demonic. I mean, I know that, but maybe they are
Well, I'm gonna tell
working with
you. I'm gonna tell you like this, because I've been around for a long time. They are demonic, and don't believe nothing the government tell you. Never believe spiritual wickedness in high places. Don't do that. Never believe them, because at the end of the day, they'll tell you they want clean water. Meanwhile, they the ones polluting the water. They'll tell you they want clean water.
exactly. Thank
They'll
you,
tell
Queen.
you they
I
want
was
clean
brainwashed
water.
by the Little Mermaid a little bit, but I'm getting over that.
Hmm. And it's like they'll tell you they want clean water, blow up a pipe and put all kind of methane and foolishness in the air and the water. They tear up everything. They just lie
Ooh, I didn't know that.
backwards and forwards. And so the bottom line is, it's like if people really understood the influence that the Marine Kingdom has on your everyday life, like people would really move different. And I guarantee you that people just don't have no people don't have a working reference to what's really going on. That's why I say a lot of the stuff I see people do, in the name of enlightenment, a lot of it is just a distraction, because the truth is right in front of you. You just don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah. And I remember I just totally cussed someone out. He told me, he texted me, I warned you, don't drink Deer Park water. And I cussed him out and I told him not to text me no more because that's my favorite water to drink. And I'm thinking, well, what am I going to drink? Because you're not providing me with any solutions. You tell me not to drink the water, but then what am I supposed to drink? You might as well not have told me, but maybe I was ignorant to react like that. Maybe he had a tip on something, and maybe the marine spirits are working with that particular water to hurt people. So I start drinking Fiji instead. I
Just pray. I mean, I know you don't believe the same as me, but I'm sure there's got to be a way for you to pray. I don't know a lot about that, but it
okay.
seems like you should still be able to pray over it, and it ought to be all right. You know,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to kill me.
I say this much. I wouldn't worry about the water as much as the cosmetics. I will give you that tip.
Right. Thank you.
You might want to be a little more concerned about the cosmetics. Little stuff like that.
Yeah, because they put a lot of, like, I heard they put placentas in cosmetics and a lot of different chemicals in them and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm
Hmm. That ain't all
and
right.
just like the movie Catwoman, kind of.
Mm, I don't know about you. Catwoman was something. I don't know. I like Halle Berry, but that movie, oh Lord.
Her
But
character found out that her job was actually putting poison in the makeup that they were selling.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't say that it's necessarily. Well, I guess it is spiritually poison, but might want to be a little more careful about them cosmetics. I think that
Thank
that
you.
much.
I
I think
appreciate you.
Yeah, I think that much I can say without saying too much. Just a little careful. But I believe in praying. I pray over everything before I touch it anyway. DT say, oh, the Fiji water that's directly from the springs, like water we drank from New Zealand. Yeah, DT. Rita say, I know what means. Shanitra LOL. I use that too. That's my filler for when I can't say what I want to say. I say, Vet say, there it go again. Now some of y'all that be over there with me in Zoom or we in Patreon, I go ahead and say what I want to say, but out here in the open, I try to, it's a lot of because they ain't gonna get me.
So I appreciate you for having me on your show, and I apologize if I made you feel like I'm divulging too much information. I don't mean to.
No, you're not. I like your energy, girl. Keep talking. It's
Thank you.
like when I say stuff, it's like don't ever think that it's about anything that you're saying because I'm a very direct person. If I thought you said something, I'd have been like, baby, don't say that. Hold on. I'm not that kind of person. I believe in people talking. I like to hear different ideas. As much as I am honestly a devout Christian. I love the Lord. I love God the Father. I love God the Son. I love God the Holy Ghost. But I don't stop nobody from talking. Everybody's supposed to be able to talk. We got to be able to share ideas. Everybody, we can't exist in an echo chamber and grow. It
right,
just don't work that way. And some people don't understand that. They want to try to silence other ideas and thoughts and voices that don't agree with them or they got a different take on life or a different way of seeing things. We can't grow like that. So please, you welcome here. Come again. Come often. Don't ever feel like you're gonna be silenced. You're free to say anything you need to say. Like as long as you don't come up in here, with no hell Satan type stuff, girl, you good. Say anything else you want. You know what I mean? But it's like when I like open discourse. I love open discourse. And it's so rare. It's so rare. You've been a breath of fresh air. You say any particular brand, just okay, I will say this much.
I
Look,
appreciate you. You have been just a whirlwind of fresh air. Thank you
oh,
for
thank you, dear.
influencing me and giving me clarity and guidance and sharing abundance with me and others.
Well, I appreciate. Just make sure you come back. Don't let this be your last time. Come back.
Thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate you, Queen C Naretta.
Shanitra.
Shinitra. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all and have a great night. Thank
You
you.
too,
I'll
darling.
still be listening in the chat.
Okay, boo.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now, Yvette on brands, I'm gonna tell you this: Google any company that's owned or a part of Cody, COTY. Look for anybody that's under Cody, and that's a lot of freaking people. And start from there. Start from there, sis. Cause I learned about them cosmetics, man. Y'all know I like to play around with stuff like if it's like costumey or like just being dramatic. Even that I pray over it or whatever. But on the real, I don't really like do a lot of cosmetics as far as like putting on stuff, the eyeshadows, the this, the that, the third. Like it's just not my style. Not my style at all. Yeah, we definitely enjoyed Miss Mississippi. I love it. DT said if you one of the 7 people who need to like this video, make sure you tap that like thumb. That's right, hit it. Well, the thing is, right, I believe in that agree to disagree one, and then two, you never know what people believe, what they think, or if they got something to offer, or if they have anything to offer you if you don't listen to people. And some folks don't like to listen. I like to listen to people, especially if you got a idea or something I've never heard. I want to hear that. And DC said, thank you for coming on tonight and sharing your wisdom. Also, Essence. That's right. Like, I like that. And I think that, sometimes those of us who are, Christian or whatever, we get a bad rap because of people like them folks we was talking about earlier over there trying to, like shame victims and all that wild stuff. Um, because of people like that. Because a lot of times them type of people are closed minded. They won't listen to nobody. They won't entertain anybody's voice or anybody's idea but their own. And that's why a lot of us get a bad rap. DT say, I write funny papers time. I know that's right. Dora, you say that's who bought Kylie Kardashian's cosmetic line. Okay, do you think that's a coincidence? And hey, Dora. But that's the thing. Do you think it's a coincidence that that's who bought her line? Think about it now. Look who they are. Look at Paul Ray J over there in the Chicken Foot Chronicles. And can't nobody help him. That's so sweet. Got a little flower. But yeah, Dora, do you think it's a coincidence that they got him? Because I don't. You're welcome. Thank you for coming to talk to me. You see the rest of them make me read comments. They won't come talk to me. So I just be up here by myself. I just be talking. DT say, nope, that's why her makeup line is trash, like poison Chinese water. You so crazy. What is poison Chinese water? Oh my goodness. Oh, DT. What will I do with you? Absolutely. I'm just glad you came and kicked it with us, for real. It's so rare. So rare I get to have somebody to talk to. Let me see what else is going on. Hold on. Because I know it's some more stuff happening. Y'all know we love a good social media crawl. If we up, then we may as well go on and look. I'm still trying to see if they're going to update us and tell us who this is that Candy is trying to fight with. I don't know. You say it makes total sense, right? That would be the people who bought her line. Oh, you say over there they can't drink water directly from the tap. You got to buy big bottles because the tap water is poor. Ooh, I didn't know that. Hey, I'm glad I ain't have no plans to go over there. You know, they don't like people look like me. I wouldn't go over there. You know, we saw what they did during the pandemic, how they treated black folks over there. You ain't got to worry about me going. I didn't even know that. DT say Kanka Candy trying to fight Casper the Friendly Ghost at this point. What you say? She wants to fight everybody. I know something's going on. Something is definitely going on. You say you don't have no more complaints now? Okay. Well, when you get some more, come back and bring them to me so we can talk about what's going on. But yeah, I really do. I want to know who she was supposed to be over there trying to fight with. I think they're trying to create something. This is funny. Stoner Gaming, where you been? Hey. Dora say, I came in late in the live on and your conversation was so great, I forgot to say hi. Now, see there, I got to call you. Sis say, no, the water is safer here. And that's sad because our water is dirty. I did a whole story on how the EPA is reporting water to be clean that's contaminated as hell, using water filters that don't even detect half of the contaminants and them forever chemicals that's out there in the water. DT say, yeah, you got to buy like 6 liters of water bottles and buy enough supply for a month in China just for drinking. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. All the no's. All the nose. Anybody who water dirtier than the U.S., you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Oh, that's too cute. I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted. I got distracted. What you say? Well, wait, why did Gizelle Kama Sutra Chicken Gizzard Nick talk about Auntie Karen? Oh, you missed that part. Okay, so listen. I was looking at the teaser for Sunday's episode, right? I don't know if they beefing. I don't know if they beefing, but I do know that Tamar came out and basically said that she don't believe what Candy said about Carlos. And I'm gonna say this: I don't believe what Candy had to say about Carlos. If you mad with him, it's about something else, and it ain't about that. So now, DT, I went ahead and did Stoner Gaming first because yours gonna take a little minute for me to tell you what's really going down. So I looked at the teaser for the episode from Sunday, and it looks like this is what it looks like now. It looks like Gizelle tried to lie on Karen. Well, not even look like, she did do it because we saw her and production showed the proof. So Gizelle literally lied on Karen in front of Mia. So Mia's there, Karen there, Gizelle there. Gizelle looks over to Karen and said, "Did you talk to her about her social media?" And so Karen said, "I told her that some of y'all have some questions." Like she wanted Karen to join her with that. And apparently Karen was only joining them to gang up on Candace for a little bit. She not finna join you to help you gang up on Mia. Not happening, right? So anyway, and Gizelle was like, "Yeah, because I saw that post that you put up. That was the one about the cancer, her saying she had cancer or thought she had it, cancer scare." I don't know how that went, but it was a big to do about nothing, which is a good thing because nobody needs cancer. Nobody deserves cancer. Well, not nobody. It's a few people might deserve cancer. I shouldn't say that, but it's a few people I wouldn't mind seeing them have it, but I digress. Anyway, and telling her, "Well, you put that up and you changed, you edited it and changed some of what you said." And so I felt like it was like, "Look at me, I need attention." And I had questions about it because I didn't think you was that kind of girl. And like Karen said, she thought, and Karen was like, "I did not say that. What I said was, after you said it was weird, you was like, let's give her the benefit of the doubt." And so sure enough, production showed exactly what Karen said, and Gizelle just out and out lied on that lady. That's why I say Gizelle is something else. She is really, truly something else. I don't even know at this point if there's any salvage in Gizelle, because how do you even explain that away? Like, you straight up lied on that lady for no reason. No reason whatsoever. DT says, "Speaking of Edward, Mia James almost pufferfish Squidward Thornton. Did you hear about her and her husband being pushed out their business?" Yeah, she say her husband brother stole the business from her. Say he brought them in, and then they went on vacation, came back. They had to reorganize stuff and push them out. They ain't gonna get no money from their own business. And while she was up there talking about it, matter of fact, I screenshotted some comments on her page. Let me see. Let me get to my screenshots. So there was she posted it or whatever, and one of the husband's relatives had something to say, which, why you on her social media, I don't know, but hold on. I think it's on the screenshots on another device. And here we go. So I did screenshot it, y'all, so I can read y'all exactly what was said. Because y'all know I'm real funny about saying exactly what people said and not adding anything to it. Okay. So let me get it. So she had posted and made her comment about what they did to them. And then she made a comment, and it was like in the comment section. She was responding to somebody and she said, "Agreed. Like what? Gordon is fast and ambitious to the 20th power, brilliant beyond measure, and moves faster than most can keep up. He's 70, so wanted to take a back seat and allow his family to run the family business, but did not intend for this to mean employing lazy children with his 40 plus years of running successful franchise organizations and my 13 plus years. Removing the engine is not the best business move. We were building a business with a direct mission to build Black generational wealth, all of which must be earned and not given. Invited the family to join in, but not a place for lazy, entitled, spoiled children. This is at Brittany Yvonne's issue. This is the little young relative that jumped in. She said this is Brittany Yvonne's issue. She's defending her lazy cousins because they were under a poor performance review and getting let go. So they was about to fire them. So they dad manipulated the rest of the ownership group to convince them that Gordon was not suitable to remain in control of the company, thus waiting until the day before his birthday, when he was out of pocket celebrating his 70th birthday, to revoke access. Keep it 100, Queen. So that's what happened. That's what happened because the little heifer, and I'm going to call her a heifer, because this time, y'all, I believe Mia. This little heifer says at Mia, so what you saying? G is the reason why my family has money? No, ma'am. You already know the truth, and I'm not about to go there with you. As my granny says, when the floodgates open, all will be revealed. Girl, bye. I believe everything Mia said. I do. I totally believe it. But that's what went down. So I think that's what it was. They was real mad. She say, you say heifer is your middle name? Girl, stop. Oh, y'all, speaking of middle names, how about Glorilla? Come to find out her name is Gloria Hallelujah. Her middle name is Hallelujah. I love it. And they had the nerve to try to like bring that out like it was news, but apparently Lil Mama had already put that in one of her songs, and I thought that was so cute. And I like that her name is Gloria, because y'all know that's my favorite auntie's name, Glow. So the fact that she was calling herself Glorilla, I already liked her. Then come to find out the baby name Glory Hallelujah. I say, yes, ma'am. Not Glory Hallelujah. You say you on a medical brigade with your church in the DR. In 11 hours, we saw 500 patients and gave them the medications and vitamins for free. I know that's right. Represent, girl. Did I hear about Mia shading Karen's confessional looks? No, I didn't. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm being a nosy neighbor. I be all up in people's business because I don't sleep at night. You said it is your middle name. What you say, your grandmama be calling you heifer. You know what? Them grandmamas be off the chain, girl. Yeah, she's still a little tough on the eye. But that's all right. They didn't have no business stealing. But it was just funny that the little relative, ain't that cute? Oh, glory, hallelujah. I love it. I love it. Love, 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 love it. But what I thought was ridiculous about this little heifer, this little relative, was that she had the nerve to act like there was a logical or a right reason to try to steal somebody's company. Like, that's some dirty stuff to do. That's real dirty. There's no reason that you can cook up that's going to make sense. Like, well, yeah, we stole from you, but see, there's a reason why we stole from you. It's okay if we stole from you. Like, are you dumb? I don't know, y'all. I'm starting to feel bad for Mia. That's hard because I didn't like how she moved at all last season. But I feel like going into Potomac this season, I might have, I might have to have some sympathy for Mia. She got thieving in-laws. She got Gizelle up here trying to pick fights about her, what she put on her social media, like she need permission from her. Like, girl, you couldn't even get the man you was married to get permission before he laid up with them other women. But you think this lady that you just meet needs your permission before she posts something on social media. I just don't understand. I feel like going in that I might have to feel sorry for Mia. I don't know. Yeah, the relative was really dumb, and then I made Mia tell all of it that it was some sorry cousins that wasn't gonna be able to just work there for free just because the family was brought into the ownership group, and it's just so crazy because she really thought she ate with that comment. She did. You could tell Miss Thing thought she really ate. She did. She really did think so. Then Rock say Mia said Karen should stop buying clip-ons from Claire's. Ooh, well, if she did, then she needs to stop. I hate to say it, but I agree with Mia. DT said, watch this, Shanitra. She gonna make the whole thing a storyline. What that? Well, you gotta look at the season is already finished. Are you talking about Gizelle? Because when Mia's concerned, like what just happened to her and G, that happened after the season was done. So we're not even gonna see how that play out. I wish that it happened during the season so we could see how it play out. Because I really truly hope G get his stuff back. I hope he get all his stuff back because I feel like that's some dirty crap that they doing. Hey Ashley. I know, right? I'm not sleepy. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm not sleepy. Like I'm just up right now. I am still in here. And y'all is in here with me. And that makes me feel a lot better. I'm not alone. I am not alone. Oh. Mm. What is going on? Lord. Y'all ever see something and it just make you sigh? It makes you instantly tired. Instantly tired. And you know what? I don't know who to write or who to petition, but I desperately want people to quit posting stuff that Kanye does. I'm just tired. Hey, Cheryl, you out the bed? What you doing out the bed? You say the aunties are up. Yeah, we up in here. We up. Then Rock say Mia also came for the friend of the show that she brought on the show today. Oh, really? Child, Mia shooting at everybody. She going through a lot right now. DT say, yeah, but Mia still look like stinky tofu with that confessional look, so she better watch what she say. I know that's right. Well, Mia can't help how she look now. Now we got to give her a little bit of understanding because ain't much. It's it's surgery or whatever. And I know people have this mindset that if you don't like it, you could just change it. But it's really only so much surgery can do for anybody. So I was talking about Kanye. Like I almost hate turning to anything on social media because you're gonna see his ridiculous face everywhere. Hey, Carrie Clark. And that man makes me tired. Just the sight of him makes me tired. It takes all my energy. It takes all of my energy. And then, okay, so let me ask y'all this. Who been over there on the Zeus Network watching that foolishness going on over there? Who been watching that? Because I saw a clip today of Krishan showing out so bad. I'm not sure what they can do with her. Let me tell y'all what I saw. Krishan Rock was at them people's reunion, standing up on the chair, being loud, jumping up and down on the chair, running over, jumping on folks, fighting. I said, what is really going on? At this point, I need the plumbers to just put a stop to that whole network. This is getting out of control. Wait a minute. Mia called her friend a wannabe disloyal flat A. Oh my. Oh, Mia out here snatching wigs and edges, and I wonder why she said all that to the girl. Yeah, Mia going through a lot. Mm-mm. She going through it. Cause if you brought the girl on the show and you her friend, how you go that far? Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. You say Krishan looks like a dysfunctional electric pole, but she's a pretty girl. I don't care what y'all say about Krishan. She is a pretty, pretty girl. It's just something ain't connecting. Something ain't right up top. Ashley say Zeus be comedy because people really let their whole lives be filmed and act a fool. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. But I saw that clip. She up there jumping up and down on the chair, and that same girl that she beat up and put in the sink, in the kitchen sink, she jumped on that girl again. I say, what is really going on? Mm 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 mm. Y'all, I can't believe we done been up in here this long. We done talked about all the people, all the stuff, everything that's happening. Some of y'all came in here and started the live with me. Some of y'all done went to bed. Some of y'all just came in and did the last half with me, but this was fun. Like, I really haven't had time to come live because I've been doing a lot. Like, my head has been wrapped in fabric and sketches and chalk and scissors and thread and like for days now. So now I think I'm gonna be like on a regular schedule again. But y'all know, like me going live, like this is my therapy to be able to come on and just have people to talk to. And sometimes it's cool to be able to talk about nothing. You know what I mean? Not nothing like we just coming on here and we like, like supersonic, the summer like we ain't doing that, but just to be able to just like take your head off of serious stuff, laugh, current events, and get up out, like that's real therapy for me. Because a lot of times when I'm working, because I work for me, I'm home by myself, ain't nobody but the walls, and I'm just working. Then Rock say everybody going at going at on, or you mean going in on Potomac on Twitter and Instagram, except for Robin and Wendy staying out the drama. Right. Oh, child, I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. So I'm tired of Krishan. She doing anything to get money because she has to take care of Dusty Blueface. Well, they ain't together right now, or so I think. And DT say there's that show, and Bobby Light's show too is that one is extra crazy. I heard something about Bobby Lights up there telling them people to give him the phones because he gonna go through their phones. I say this is just too much. I can't take it. Yeah, they getting sturdy. Oh my goodness. Hey Plum, you say always in the chat. I appreciate you, Plum. Y'all don't know. I love my Plum. Oh man. It's just crazy. I cannot. I cannot. I will not. These nutty people. I'm doing one last quick sweep to make sure we ain't miss nothing. Oh, did y'all see Young Miami picking at that lady that was talking about the low vibrational plate and the queen plate? That was funny. If y'all didn't see it, it was funny. And it looked like Martell went to that party, to Aaron's birthday party with Sheree. I guess this is his way of getting on another show just in case. A mess. Hold on. DT, what you say? Say it's sturdy with your knees time. My ponies. Dora say, I appreciate you. Always feel good after your lives and replay videos. That's the whole idea, honey. We gonna keep that light over here. The light will stay on. We gonna keep the light on. If you need some light, we got it. Let me see if I can get that video, man. Young Miami is silly. First of all, everybody was clowning this lady for this video, and she talking about the queen plate and the ratchet plate or the project plate and this and that and the third, and I wouldn't eat that plate, it's low vibration, all this old stupidity. People kill me. You know what I'm saying? She one of those people that try to sound deep and really ain't saying nothing. That type stuff. To my Coach Stormy. You still here, girl? I thought you had took your hips to bed. Ashley said, yeah, the hood rat plate versus the click. It's a whole, you said it's a scam. What was she doing trying to scam her out of a sloppy Joe or pulled pork sandwich? What was the scam? Did you say, did you hear the Scots from Love Marriage Huntsville were on Family Feud today? You know I don't fool with them people. Plum say, I wish I lived near you, but we might be family. I got a lot of family in Louisiana and Houston. Well, then we can't be no kid. I ain't got no family in Louisiana or Houston. I am in exile. I'm a Floridian, honey. Born and raised in the Gunshine State. I ain't got no blood over here. Papa's folks is out of Louisiana, but I don't have nobody. You say, wait, Coach Stormy, the one who's tried to copy Nene's Ladies of Success? Mm-hmm. Listen, we finna share this screen. Since we up, then we up then. Oh, thank you so much, Plum. Let's share this screen where we can laugh now. And y'all, the button that used to say share, now it say present. Why do you want to be bougie all the time? Just stick with share. Get on my nerves. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Okay, let me let y'all see the original first, in case somebody ain't seen it.
They put this on my plate. I will not. No, I don't do what they do. I do what I do. I'm the visionary. I don't even. But I would never eat a plate that looked like this. They pay me $1,000,000 to do this to myself. Oh my God. It deserves better than that. It's low vibration. And we took it. I would have been like, I'm playing like that. I tell you what I want. You don't tell me what I want. So my thought process is if you put it on my plate, but I don't have to eat it. I got the distance. I won't even look at it and look that make you look bad. I'm a queen. Queen's plate when you like. If we have two plates, we play together. And so who's royalty? They will say this person. I agree. That's a good way.
Did you see that fool talking about I agree? I agree. What made that look like royalty? This heifer got a couple of dried up burnt chicken wings, a corn on the cob, and 2 shrimp scattered on there. And she said that's the queen plate. What it looked like, it wasn't no queens allowed at this venue. Or no queen would dare set her foot in this venue. And I'm not even going to talk about the aesthetic because I can't take it. Let's go. Let's go.
This is serious stuff. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that just let people give them what they want them to have. And they accept it. And Storm is teaching me right now. Yeah. Oh, Storm is teaching me. Don't accept what they put on your.
Okay, so this y'all see how dumb this girl is. Like she falling for all of it. Now look what the hell Young Miami. Carisha gets on my nerves. She's so silly. Look what the hell Carisha did, y'all. Just look.
I would never eat a plate that look like that. But they put this on my plate. I don't do what they do. I do what I do. I would never eat a plate that look like that. That is low vibrations.
Oh no, I done messed up, y'all. Hold on. Let me put it back because where y'all can see it, I done hit the wrong thing. I was so busy laughing, I done hit the wrong thing. God dang. Because it's funny. It's not my fault. Oh, no, I still did it wrong. Stop. Do what I want you to do. Hey. Listen. I want y'all to see how Carisha spoofed that dumb lady. It was so funny. And her friend is just as ignorant as her because they went right along with it. Okay.
I would never eat a plate that look like that. But they put this on my plate. I don't do that. I do what I do. I would never eat a plate that look like that. That is low vibrations. That's a hood rat plate.
That's a hood rat plate.
These plates together and they're gonna say this word to you, right? I wouldn't do that to myself. I wouldn't let them do that to me.
And what my coach is telling me right now is not to let everybody put what they want on my plate.
You deserve better than that.
I do.
Oh my gosh.
A plate that look like that.
But they put this on my plate.
I don't do what they do. I do what I do. I would never eat a plate that look like that. That is low vibrations. That's a hood rat plate. This word to you. You put these two plates together, they're gonna say this word to you.
You're right.
I wouldn't do that to myself.
Ooh.
I wouldn't let them do that to me.
And what my coach is telling me right now is not to let everybody put what they want on my plate.
You deserve better than that.
I do.
I can't stand this little girl. She's so silly. I love it. I absolutely love it. God darn Coach Stormy out there telling them, talking about, I don't do what they do. I do what I do. This is a queen plate. That's the hood rat. Oh my God. It's so much I could say, but I'm not going to do it. It's too late at night for me to start my foolishness, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So listen, I'm finna get up out of here because we had for 4 hours, and y'all know we way past the buzzer. We way past the buzzer at 4 hours, but I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for kicking it with me because y'all know I don't be sleeping at night. And so when I be up and I can't sleep and y'all actually be here with me, I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all so much for keeping me company, keeping me laughing, keeping me thinking, all that stuff, man. I'm probably finna get back on the sewing machine. However, I did need a little break. Y'all, wait, we ain't going nowhere till we welcome Ashley to the Royal family. Ashley, you are highly, highly welcome. Please make sure that you use that email that's scrolling on the screen, Shanitra@fieldsdaughter.com. Make sure you send me your birthday and your cash app so we can celebrate with you. Also, if you are a Black business owner, I will put you in touch with our sister Egypt Now. She is in charge of the Black Business Spotlight. We do have cyber events, like we just had our second annual masquerade ball. Yesterday, we had a wonderful time. And we got some different committees and things that you can help out with. We do a lot of community action. We don't just play, we pray. And we also help people in our community. So if you want to take part in any of those things, get with me and we'll try to find something that works for you. Or you can just come hang out, laugh with us, and take part in our events. Whatever you need to do, we're glad to have you. You are welcome. You are already family, honey. You are loved. If y'all don't welcome Ashley to the Royal family, we're going to be up in here thumb wrestling and slap boxing. Welcome her to the Royal family. We're so happy to have you. We really are. But please make sure you reach out to me so I can make sure we have your birthday so we can celebrate your birthday with you, and any other days, anniversaries or whatever that we can celebrate with you. Please let us know so that we can behave like the family we are over here on this front porch. Okay? Because that's kind of what we do. Thank you, DT, for sending a welcome. Maybe the rest of them done went to bed. Where's Queen Mermaid? Where y'all at? That's right. Welcome. Enjoy being with us and welcome yourself here. That's right. And be yourself over here, honey. Oh, thank you so much. You are super, super welcome. Highly welcome. That's right, Yvette. Tell her. Welcome, girl. We're so happy to have you. So happy. I think I speak for everybody when I say that. And a lot of your sisters are in bed right now. And a lot of them, they probably done fell asleep on this live. And that's why they're not talking. But you know we love you. And when we come back live again, I will make sure that they get a reminder that we got a new baby sister, okay? You are so welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's right. This is how we do. This is how we do. Even in the middle of the night, we still showing love. Even in the middle of the night, we showing love. And I appreciate it. Look at DT crazy, but talk about right, gotta go sturdy your knees. You're gonna get your knees sturdy. Well, go on get them knees sturdy. Because I there's no hope for me. Maybe yours will be sturdy enough for the both of us. The best hope I got is to keep them straight and hope they don't lock up. That's all I can do. Alba's child, I didn't know you was here. So I've been in and out of sleep in the bushes, but had you on in the background. Many blessings to you. Many blessings to you too. I'm so glad you're here. I had no idea you were here. No idea. Wow. Oh, you finna go sturdy him on a man. Jesus. DT, you better behave. Lord have mercy. You on the loose today, huh? All right. I hear you. Let me go get some blessed oil and sprinkle it at the computer. You out there being grown. Well, listen, y'all. I'm finna go. Because if not, I'll stay here for another half hour. And what's bad is y'all are bad influences on me because y'all, if I stay here another half hour, y'all will stay up in here another half hour laughing and clowning with me too. Because like after we got through at the party last night, we was in there until like 5 a.m. No bull. 5 a.m. We was still in, like the party had ended. We still in there. DT up in there. Vanessa up in there. Glennis up in there. It was somebody else at one point. I can't remember. We just sitting up in there laughing, clowning, darn near till the sun came up. So I know if I don't hurry up and leave, y'all will sit up in here and we'll be clowning all night. And that is a no-go. Sin City say show you right. Yeah, because you was in some of them dance parties on Twitch and y'all was in there till the sun came up. Yep, you missed it. We had a show enough ball and a whale of a time. Okay, but it won't be the last. So listen, I'm finna go for real. Y'all, please. Yep, Jackie. That's who Jackie was in there with us. Sure was. So listen, this is what I'm begging y'all to do. We got them free buttons. Please hit them free buttons. That like button don't cost you nothing. Please hit that like button. It's free. The notification bell. Make sure y'all click that. When you click the notification bell, make sure that you hit all so you'll know every time we go live over here on this porch. And the last free button is the subscribe button. So if your subscribe button is red, it means you are not subscribed. Please hit it. It's money back guaranteed, even though it don't cost you a dime. Go ahead and subscribe. Please remember to hit that like button. And if you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video. There's a link in the description box below the video, or even on the main page for this channel. And just so y'all know, if you need your dream journals or your Bible study notes, the link is in the description box below the video, or simply go to Amazon.com and type in my name, Shanitra, and it will pull up your dream journals and your Bible study notes. And on that note, get y'all booties up out of here. And if don't nobody else tell you, remember God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it, honey. Talk to you soon, okay? Bye, y'all.